Hello there everyone and welcome back. Finally, after what seems like forever, even though really it's just been what, 3 or 4 streams of me trying to get them, we now have the mission access to Kastelan Robot and the Catapron Battle Servitor. So this is going to be my focus for this stream, this episode today. Although for one of them, it's going to require destroying the Royal Vizier to get access to this Battle Servitor, which I am not against. And we get a tier 3 axe in the process apparently. Stupid little cold. I feel it starting to creep up on me, little by little. So I'm hoping this is just a fluke, or it's just faking it on me, but I fear that I might have to deal with that for the upcoming week. So with that said, we got Tout here, all kitted out. He's now my next explorator. He is also my Lex Mechanic, and I have been really enjoying what he has to offer so far. Just all that cognition is making Mechanicus basically a living god at this point. And hopefully over time, I could probably level up Mechanicus a bit more to include his own ability to get cognition, or at least get some scanners, since Mechanicus at least still has room for improvement, or at least take full advantage of the augment points he's beginning. So I am excited for him, but right now, let's deal with the Royal Vizier, and that will leave us with only 2 bosses left to fight for, I assume, the final engagement here. It is going to be a little bit tougher, but we're going to start with this one, and if it's anything like the other boss fights I've had, they should also go a lot quicker too. Which means I may have a short stream. It's possible anyway. Now with the Rust Stalker, since we are fighting a boss, I think I want to take you as opposed to the Ranger, since your damage potential is going to be well felt. Do I want 2 Rangers or 2 Vanguards though? I can't remember. What's the always critical hits and they can disarm? I think I'll stick with this. Just going with raw firepower has served me well, and I expect it to continue to work well for me here. So let's get started. Tomb of Melob's Skitarii Intelligence Report analyzed. Sarcophagus locate log, or location log. Confirm probability high value target present. Lord Melob, the Royal Vizier. Our analysts suggest he is a Cryptek, Necron keeper of arcane technologies, a particularly offensive creature to the Creed Mechanicus, so he's going to be hard to kill. Target solution complicated by imponderables of Xenos technology. Nothing that will hold you back, Prime Hermeticon. I think I got it there the 3rd time. Don't quote me on that. God damn it. Supposition accurate. Supposition accurate, I believe is what it is. Flight the arrow and string the bows. The hunt is on. They are quick and to the point, aren't they? With what they want to do. I am eager to see how this plays out. Although we're going to get a bit of awakening, it goes without saying, since there hasn't really been much ways to reduce it. The Tomb of Melob is an abominable place. There's something about it that degrades the Skitarii stationed here. Hallucinations, mental aberrations, it's getting worse. Melob's influence grows as he approaches full reanimation. Target awakening probable, Xenos weaponry certain. If it ends the curse lying on that tomb, Melob has to die. Curse concept illogical. Nevertheless, Melob's death is a principal objective for our mission. The hunt is on. Release the Dogs of War? Oh god, we have a lot of traveling to do. A lot of traveling to do. So I'm going to have a lot of awakening just for this alone, it seems like. Oh well, not much I could do. But getting it done. Situation analyst, 94.2% chance hallucination, Necron mind altering technology, equal probable. Fascination intensifies. The area ahead appears to exist in two realities at once. The impressive tomb of Melob and a grotesque cardinal landscape of heaped up human bodies beneath clouds of carrion birds. I say we pray to strengthen resolve. It seemed to work before for these boss fights. And it pays off. The cohort recites several verses from the Book of Lesser Psalms for enlightenment and deliverance. As the horrific visions grow in intensity around them, their act of prayer, however, causes some visions to suddenly fade just as they reach their crescendo, and the Omniscience light shines even in the depths of the tomb. So the Omniscient has heard our prayers this day. The one time I would willingly want to pray, since it actually has been working out before, and this is supposed to be our toughest adversary yet after all. So, I can't remember what you did. It wasn't initiative. I don't remember what you do. You're Blackstone, if not more cognition. I can't for the life of me remember this one. I don't need repairs, so I'm assuming it's not repairs. Let's try it. Initiative, that's kind of what I was hoping. Initiative will help a ton for at least getting the first strike. So long as I'm smart about how I do it. Presence detected. Not much I can do about that. What is the next event, though? Nope, there was no event there, never mind. On to the next room. Already awakening 2, not much I can do about that. Fall into the mortal threat of the enemy. First is Fulminatus. Or was it? First, Fulminatus 59.31. The broken in body can blame the bullet or the sword, but the broken in mind have all creation to curse. In the chamber ahead lies a Skitarii trooper, lying curled up on the tomb floor. Though apparently unhurt, the trooper is all but comatose and barely responds to detect priest's presence. So I think we try and intervene, try and offer assistance. This is likely an hallucination, so I don't expect this to go well. More awakening. The Skitarii is physically unhurt, but her responses suggest severe trauma. The cohort administers neuroleveling stim and shock inhibitor solutions. They are forced to spend some time assisting the trooper, but aside from a modest increase in lunacy, she is brought no closer to combat readiness. Poor fella. Don't worry, we'll clear this curse out for you and you may recover. We're at Awakening 3 now. We still got 3 steps to go. Hallucinations again. They gain more and more common and more intense. Melob is trying to defend himself by breaking our spirits before we reach him. I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying my extra cognition right now. The corpse of his Skitarii appear floating in midair in the chamber ahead. The dead trooper's body is perforated by several huge ugly gauze blasts, and he hovers above the ground with arms outstretched as if offering a blessing. Praying has been working out well, and I'm willing to do it again. Divine intervention. Sadly, just more awakening. Boo. The cohort intone a verse from the manuals of heuristics spiritual, but the prayer has no effect on the vision's presence. One of the troopers spots the almost invisible wires holding up the dead Skitarii. This is not a vision at all, but a real corpse strung up by the Necrons for some unknown purpose. The time spent in prayer has been for nothing. Fool me once, huh? Shame on you. Either way, There was not much I could do about the awakening anyway. We're just gonna have to deal with a lot of Necron though. More hallucinations. An enemy in front of me I could shoot, but when they get into your mind... Dozens of tiny mouths open up on the flesh of one of the troopers. Let's see. Gibbering and crackling as they pronounce the imminent doom of every human on Silva Tenebris. Force of will. Let's see. Attempt communications. More prayers. Let's see. Exorcism. It doesn't sound like it's going to involve violence on my own troops, so I'm hoping this works. And it does. See, prayer eventually does work. Although this is kind of like our most trying hour, so a little bit of prayer does wonders for just the morale of everyone, I want to argue. So the cohort kneels around the trooper and begins the Griffonian invocation, calling upon the Omnisign to banish the Xenos influence. With a concerted scream, the mouths disappear as the hallucination is banished. I like it. We got ourselves some good cognition for this upcoming fight. A lot of awakening though, but not much I can do about that. Oh, that was not an event. Okay, I was wondering if there was or not. So, safe to say I need to deal with Necron corpses really quickly and effectively. Or let, let's see, just critically hit them to death, basically. So a single port, yeah, Blackstone, and I'd never encountered you before, so I'm not going to attempt it. Let's see, Oriochus can easily deal with them, and my Ranger can very easily kill off some corpses too. It's just going to be tricky to do the damage though with a Ranger. Now, we're already halfway through Awakening 5, and we're just getting into our first battle, so this is going to be rough. In the very heart of Melob's tomb is an immense sarcophagus of polished black stone, covered in dense hieroglyphics, like a vast monument to the profane knowledge of the Necrons. The baleful influence of the royal vizier weighs heavy, as if the planet's gravity suddenly increases around Melob's burial place. What do we have? High value target location probable. Code Venerator in effect. The prey will turn at the baying. New input device detected. Greatly desired. Hieroglyphic upload. Linguistic sample. Full artifact survey. No Scaevola. There is no goal here save the destruction of the Xenos. And we get more cognition. Just haphazardly.
You think you could enter this place of wisdom without my knowing? I have watched you since you dared breach the orbit of our world.
Oh.
I have heard every footstep you made while desecrating our tools.
And you did nothing about it.
I have felt every injury done to our legions.
Sucks, doesn't it?
The time has come for your impudence to be repaid.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Melob. You're not going to last very long, if your brethren were any other indication. High value target confirmed. Let's slip the hounds of logic.
These stars were ours before the first of you drew breath. They still are. And when the last of you is gone, they forever will be.
Time to put him in his place. Let the fight commence. Let's see if there's any way to somehow reduce my awakening a bit. Which I seriously doubt we'll be able to do, but... Hello. What are you all about? Besides the fact that you are a cryptech. So you could very easily recover yourself if I had to guess. And probably have a lot of support. Like these damn force fields. Nope. Oh, the camera just decided to move on me. Kill Lord Melob. And we got multiple force fields getting in our dang way. So you know this is going to be slow as hell. Which is probably part of the mechanic, of course, but considering it is slow, I don't need to summon all my troops yet. As much as I would love just deploying a Rust Stalker on his ass right away, probably not a good idea, I want to say. So I might as well just use Jeremiah's ability to essentially just build up my troops without burning as much cognition. So Leonardus and... well, what's the turn order? I do have initiative, which doesn't really help me. But Leonardus and Tout are in front. Who is the third one? Okay, Jeremiah. Swap them around. Minari's, you're in point. And I'll deploy these two, the two vanguards, to help out some. And then I'll just do a reinforcement drop with this ranger. Yep, and I can't really do crap, so just delay. I'm gonna have to wait turn by turn for these gates. And it looks like they do have Necrons in the way too. But otherwise, not much I could do.
Your manner of warfare is intriguing, but inefficient. Longed for future reference.
Don't worry. It's gonna be the last reference you're gonna have. Oh. That is neat. So he truly is a support character. So, if I'm gonna get cognition, I have to make sure I spend it really quick. And you I can easily deal with, although since I delayed, it's gonna be tricky to, I can't use my tactical analytics. Is it what, is that what, I'm trying to remember what it's called, and oh, and this is TOTS here. Enhanced Analytics, that's what it's called. Thankfully, this thing is pretty fragile to getting murdered. So you should die really quickly. Hello there, Al. Welcome to the boss fight of Melob. We are trying to unlock the Battle Servitor and the Kastelan Robot after this. And so far, this might be an interesting battle. Although this Praetorian is already going to die a miserable death. So, let's see, let me buff up the troops, because why the hell not? It seems like we have a lot of downtime on our hands. I would like to just grab more cognition, but that sounds foolish with Melob's trait. I have no idea how often he's going to do that, steal my cognition. So I don't want to get too carried away. Although I will happily grab some with the servo skulls though. So long as I have a ability I can use almost every turn for getting cognition. Oh, yeah. Well, we are going to unlock the Battle Servitor after we kill Melob. And I might as well taunt just for safety's sake. And with that said, is there any terminals to destroy? Nope. Not looking like it. Now, Vanguard, you are buffed up, so I know what I want to do with you. Can you do without Double Shot? Yes, you can. And even better. I kind of forgot to consider that I would need to shoot it a second time, but that works. Now, Oriochis, I want to save these servo skulls for my Rust Stalker, but we're not going to have the Rust Stalker out for a while, if I were to be honest. Because I'm going to drop down a Ranger now, and then summon the Rust Stalker once we get close to Melob. Or actually, since I can fight these guys one at a time relatively well, maybe I should drop down the Rust Stalker to start stacking them up. Since all my troops are now levels 3, which means my Rust Stalker gets constantly more powerful in damage the more I deploy it. And they all move, so in fact, why not just have the Rust Stalker fight now? I'm just trying to think. Do I have it fight this Immortal? Because next turn this is going to close, that's going to open up, and I have no idea if there's going to be reinforcements, which is kind of why I want the Rust Stalker to stay with the rest of my squad. And they all moved anyway, so I can feel comfortable about this. Now, let's buff you up, my friend. I'm trying to buff up the wrong target. And Servo Skull buff you up even further. Oh, and I should have repaired my Vanguard. But since I'm expecting to lose cognition anyway, let's just use Distant Prayer. At least that way I get to keep my free repairs available. Now, do I buff up even further? I probably don't. 7 to 9 damage, 100% critical hit chance, start wailing on them. And like I said, with the level 3 upgrade, +1 damage every time he attacks. So he could do a ridiculous amount of damage if he can stay alive. And, oh yeah, I kind of forgot, I could shoot through walls for crying out loud with the Solar Atomizer. That could have been something nice I could have considered. Even then, I'm still going to be so restricted by getting through these dang gates. And it looks like after I get past this one gate, I'm going to need to burn a lot of cognition to get up here. To keep a good pace, that is. So Milob goes first. And then four of my guys, which can easily kill this Immortal. So let's see what happens for turn 2. Praetorian, well, I'm not worried about them. They just come to me practically. I'm not going to summon the Ranger yet because I think I want to see if Milob drains more cognition.
You still possess vessels of flesh, so primitive, so exceptionally fragile.
Well, if you do the Mechanicus, they're trying to get rid of their weak flesh. It was even stated in the introduction of this game. Okay, that I saw coming. I definitely saw that coming. Now, how do we best prepare for that? Well, first off, let's grab some cognition. Let's wail on our Immortal. And ideally, let our Rust Stalker get another attack in. Ooh, and I still have the power field from last turn. That was beautiful. Delaying and using the power field or any kind of buffs is amazing. I literally got 2 turns worth out of that thing. And now I think the Rust Stalker could just kill you. So I'm just going to ignore you for the time being. And in the meantime, we have a Praetorian to keep an eye on. Which is annoying, but he doesn't prompt an opportunity attack. Last I checked. So, Leonardus, easy what I want you to do. Sadly, the game won't allow you to just stand there for me, just even for a moment. And I think I'm just going to use, I could use the Solar Atomizer, which I might do. "14 health, a lot of physical armor though. So you're not going to be nearly as potent. Critical hit changes that fact though. how much damage does the Rust Stalker do? Nah, I have no way to know, but the good news is the Rust Stalker gets to go before the Immortal. So that's potentially 2 chances to charge up his attack. If an opportunity attack even works that way, I mean. Now, will I need to double shot on you? Because Really? I can't get a shot because these dang little knobs are in the way. Well, that's unfortunate. I shouldn't have to worry too much, but that's still a shame. And who needs repairs? Just this one guy here. So repair the Vanguard for me, please. A little excessive, but I'll go with it. Since they are kind of the prime targets at the moment. And actually, let me just burn what I say burn cognition, but I want to use maybe a solar atomizer. Although this thing is dead anyway, so hitting one target's not a big deal. Now, can I get the critical hit on this thing? It might die anyway, with that said. Perfect. So you reanimating in a single turn is not really an issue, is it now? But I do want to move forward. Just keep moving forward, try and get between each gate every turn. Since that's mainly what it's coming down to. Oh, an Immortal gets an opportunity attack. I'm sort of okay with that. Since I would like more cognition. And I could just repair myself if it's really bad. Oh, and I'm just realizing my taunt effect on Leonardus is still in play too. Which is amusing. Still hurt, I'll take it. I could easily heal that up. I'm just trying to mid-max a little too much, I think. I probably should have let it be able to survive with one. Well, actually, will it? No, it won't. It wouldn't have survived anyway, I think. Actually, it might. There was a chance it might survive, but this at least guarantees a critical hit. Alright, on to the next gate, I suppose. I have the solar atomizer. Is there a way I can fire on Melob? I seriously doubt it. But I might as well reveal what the heck he has for health. Alright, nothing too exciting there. It's just a slow process getting to him. Now, is there any way I can hit him? Nope, not possible. It feels like a bit of a waste when we're having to deal with something that steals my cognition. But at the same time, he's just going to steal my cognition anyway, so let me just fire the damn thing and see what happens. Since he did back-to-back turns of stealing my cognition, so I should feel alright about that, wasting that shot. Alright, next turn, another Praetorian, I'm going to assume. This one has the spear, so I think that one does prompt an opportunity attack.
How did you mid-phase primates even master space travel?
I don't know, ask the orcs. They're the ones you should be asking. Yet they managed to do it. Ha! Joke's on you, buddy. Your ability just gave me cognition. How does that feel? Even though technically it was my ability. Alright, so let's charge up on the cognition. Do I double up though? Because I already buffed up a troop, so I think I'm fine with not charging up the Rust Stalker yet, since I need all my troops to be able to move more. So enjoy a nice swing on him. No critical hits, sadly. And we are ready to jump into the next gate really easily. Although I am gonna probably have to burn some cognition for the rest of my squad to get up here. Okay, so when activated, they are not a threat. I still have a turn before. Well, the Praetorian can still jump at me, I suppose, but Praetorians are not a threat. Now, who's next? I want the. You're gonna get to go before my Rust Stalker, so I'm gonna have to take you seriously then. Although there are Praetorians that are gonna jump on me. Alright, get my cognition first, then supercharge my attack, and then go ham on this poor bastard. If I can get a critical hit, well, even then, yeah, a critical hit will probably kill him. Ah, close. Close, but not enough. I know I didn't really aim for it, but I was kind of hoping I would grab the cognition. And you are dead no matter what. I just will let Oriochus have the honors because of the high likeliness of a critical hit. Because I would like to save rapid fire when it's needed. Well, even then, I have 2 shots on this thing, and you do 1 point of damage with your servitor, so even if it isn't a critical hit, this is still pretty good. Nah, no critical hit. Now I'm just gonna kill with the servo skull, I guess. Save up on cognition that way. At least for a solar atomizer shot. I just gotta make sure well, extra cognition is never bad since I am gonna be sprinting with some of these guys. Which I might even do with Oriochus right now. I do need to prepare for 2 Praetorians, so I seriously should delay with my remaining squad. Otherwise, they're just going to be annoying. Alright, 4 damage. Jeremiah could deal with that. Now your turn. Now if you could group up for me, that would be amazing. I think that works. I just gotta move Jeremiah first, so Minarius, you're delaying your turn. With that said, Vanguard, you do not prompt an opportunity attack. But we are firing blind at them. Just please don't tell me the gate blocks. God damn you. Not a huge issue, but god damn you. Although, I can fix that still. I want to at least spread out the damage for the solar atomizer to maybe kill them both off. Or I realistically have my troops get the killing blow with when I buff them up to get guaranteed critical hits. So we'll get the cognition here. Jeremiah can heal himself. Sadly, I only have 1 troop available, so gotta make sure I do this right. Yeah, I know it highlights. I just rushed it and didn't bother to look at it. It just seemed like I might just straight up get it without trying. Now, I have guaranteed critical hit. I assume this one's gonna die, and that does prompt an opportunity attack. Not a big deal, I just grabbed it by walking by with my other units. So it's not a big issue. Now Jeremiah, sprint on up. You're going to be burning a handful of cognition. Do I burn another one? I don't think I need to. But let's see, what's my plan with Mechanicus? Cognition freedom, so I'll have 2 cognition left to spend. I could buff up my troops and give them higher critical hit chance, so I think that works. So yeah, you're fine where you are there, Jeremiah. I kind of would have liked, honestly, the Rust Stalker to go last, because you never know if this thing's going to survive, and well, Mechanicus is... Oh, actually, I don't think Mechanicus' Servo Skull is going to be available. It's a guaranteed critical hit, though. So I think the one with the spear is going to die. I just would like to kill both of them. So let's try our luck. Nope, he's still alive, so... the atomizer should finish him off. I'm just gonna have to position myself well to get the shot I want. And be mindful, Mechanicus is gonna be lagging behind some if I don't do this right. Okay. 2 hits there. Buff the critical hit chance. I think I want to keep that cognition for Mechanicus to get up here. I can also buff the damage. Remember, I have dang canticles. This would be a good opportunity for it. Because I don't think Melobs himself is going to last very long, despite how much of an arrogant prick he sounds like. And I got an extra cognition. And good news, who has a combat attack protocol on a servitor? Mechanicus. So he can't do it. I'm thinking that this guy might reactivate is what I'm worried about. Oh well, not much I could do about it, I suppose. Hopefully I can kill him off before he reanimates. Only one way to find out, and that burns all my cognition for Melob. Necron will attack first in battle. Well, that changes this dynamic, doesn't it, some? Or maybe that doesn't matter, since we're already in the middle of a battle. Because I don't see it changing up here.
Even insects can threaten in a swarm. That is the respect I will give you. That due to insects.
Well, at least we're gonna be threatening you. At least you're aware of the danger upon you. You better take us seriously, though. The only reason we're not getting to you is because of the dang gate. He is moving, though. I don't know what's prompting that. So, Mechanicus, I worry he's going to get reactivated. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. I literally can't do anything this turn. So I'm just stuck waiting a bit. Oh, no, you can't do combat protocol. Mechanicus cannot. So we're likely... I should just delay with a bunch of my guys in case he reactivates. If not, I'm hoping Mechanicus can kill him next turn. I'm hoping. Just delay. We have nothing to fight until they give me something to fight. And I'll grab the cognition afterwards as an added bonus. There you are. You don't really have a lot of health left, so I'm not worried about you. You're just annoying. So who do I want to have the honors of kill him? The Rust Stalker, probably. Just because of the addition of buffing up his damage. And I should also grab this cognition when apparent, so... one of my explorators, maybe? Okay, this is the final gate, so I don't need to burn cognition carelessly. Although, I would love to fire a damn shot on your ass. Oh. Well, yeah, Mechanicus, I already knew Mechanicus could do the servo skulls, just was too late. So let's at least reveal you. And the next turn, it's on. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a second one. I was more worried about the one behind me, that I forgot there was a second one that spawned. At least they have no opportunity attacks, so joke's on them. Can we at least kill this one off? I want to say the Rust Stalker could kill him by himself. So I want to make sure at least this one dies. Alright, Leonardus, you can detect them. Just give us intel. Alright, Rust Stalker might need to get buffed up a bit. By Jeremiah mainly to get that kill. But a kill is likely. Oh, and 6 armor too, good god. No wonder you barely survived. And that was a lovely hit. Now we need another critical hit like that. Now Vanguard, you can easily kill the Praetorian for me. And... do I burn the double shot? Well, I'm gonna lose cognition, so... save that for Jeremiah or someone. Oh, never mind. He just stole all the glory. Never mind that. Alright, Oriochis. 0's a 1 point of damage. Yeah, even a critical hit won't kill him, so let's just charge up your gun. With that said. There, and that basically guarantees that he dies to the Rust Stalker. Which means I basically don't need to charge. I would like to use the power field, since it does seem to persist until next turn if I delay. So I'm gonna try that. Jeremiah, you don't need to do anything. Just get moving up, I suppose. And this thing is gonna shoot at our ass because of the initiative. So it's gonna hurt. Who am I most worried about? Just this one Vanguard. Not really much I could do when the dang gate's behind me, but I would like to drop reinforcements on Milob. Or hell, just disable this thing. Why not just cheat? And how I was gonna say, how come I could deploy you up on the roof? That does not seem right. And perfect, the ranger gets to go. So this solves my problems really easily. Now, you can't do crap. Milov might be able to do something, though. But I'll worry about him later. Hell, you have energy armor. Maybe you're best at tanking the hits for me. Now, Ruststalker. I know what I want you to do. Guaranteed critical hit, but his corpse wasn't coming back anyway. Now just run up and we'll supercharge you next turn, hopefully. Because now you're doing 8 to 10 damage stacked up. With 50% critical hit chance on your own. Now our Praetorian, this one has the opportunity to attack Spear. Oh, what's good? Oh, that's the cognition. I was wondering what was happening. And you are not attacking the Vanguard. Thank you for that. And once Milop goes, I have permission to go to town on him.
You die here for secrets you could not even comprehend.
Well, that's why we're here, so we can comprehend it. And learn how to kick your sorry ass even better. So now he's gonna get a shot in, without a doubt. Well, you're weak. I know their melee attack is ridiculous, but you're weak. Now, I can shred armor. I'm buffed up currently. Or rather, I don't have the cognition, I think. So, I think what I realistically would love to do is just kill this guy right now. Because I believe I can manage it. We did prompt more Necron, but I feel like I can kill him right now. And I have a spotlight, so I'm not too worried. I'm just gonna need cognition for this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is attack first, and then I'm gonna max the Machine Spirit. Maybe a little unnecessary, but I know some of my weapons haven't even been charged up yet. So enjoy this. I bet that felt nice. I want to buff up the Ruststalker to ridiculous portions, because I think I want him to get to melee. Fill up the cognition gauge. And prepare for the next attack. Oh, I forgot to charge that up too, silly me. For some reason I had it in my head, I already had it running. That's because it's Leonardus, I think, who's got that charging up. I will take a little bit more damage, but no one should die. Unless it's a critical hit. Nope, we're good. Leonardus, you are currently buffed. Are you currently buffed up? I don't see it, so I'm assuming that did not work out as I had hoped. So burn your cognition. Or burn your attack. Armor is completely gone. Taming the Machine Spirit's now active. And I might as well taunt again for good measure. And while I'm here, let me just take some cognition from you. Nice and simple. And you're already, what, lost half your health already? And Vanguard's gonna have a fun time with you. You were not... Yeah, I already took the servo skull from you, sadly. But he's not gonna last long. Just shoot him one more time like that. Hell, is Oriochus gonna just kill him right now? I think he might. The Ruststalker's not gonna get any time to have fun with this. Yep, Oriokus is just gonna murder him right now. Sadly, it wasn't a critical hit, but with that said, if I want to mid-max this, I really would just leave Oriokus at full health and just kill him with someone else. But let's overkill this. And see if I have to finish off the rest of them or not. Nope, we're done. The Necrons have suddenly lost their will to fight. Or probably more likely they just deactivate it.
Mindless tragedy, infinite shame. All I have collected in the hands of these animals.
You should have took us more seriously, Melob. Poor fella. The sarcophagus opens, and the great dark form of Royal Vizier Melob emerges, accompanied by a wave of maddening screech data. Huh. Oh, that was the start of the battle, I suppose. And we get blank text. Melob falls, his arcane Necron war gear spraying sparks and waves of radiation. His war form fractures, and he collapses to the tomb floor in front of his sarcophagus. The hallucinogenic pall over the tomb of Melob finally lifts, and the Vizier of Silva Tenebris is no more. High value target eliminated. The Corsairs are blooded. Hunt accomplished. They just blue screened. Yeah, that's probably true. The Royal Vizier is dead. Already his tomb becomes less hostile to our forces. Location reference: Tomb of Melob. Concept overflow interrupt. Data volumes undefended. Ripe, perfect, immediately suitable for intelligence acquisition. Taken under advisement, Tech Acquisitor. No, Magos. The corruption of this tomb must not spread further. Almalatian Commentaries, Chapter 94. We fight the foe's battle for him when we take his words into our hearts. Logic dictates consolidation of our victories and strengthening of the Skitarii hold on the Tomb of Melob. Other considerations are secondary. Keptrix, continue gathering intelligence on high-value targets. Melob was not the last. The quarry has fallen. The hounds are at rest. There will come another hunt. She's already eager for more. But yeah, I guess they blue screened. It's appropriate with dang robots. And sadly, we did get 6 awakening out of it. And not really a lot of Blackstone, but it's another boss out of the way though. So I am happy with it. And we get our Battle Servitor too. 78%. We are nearing the end pretty quickly. And now there were only 2. Next up is Grand Architecture Neftisk. And what kind of other missions do I have access to? If I have access to any additional ones for higher level troops. Looks like none. Have a look at our Battle Servitor. From what I heard, it's about AoE damage, isn't it? Single target range attack upon hitting the target turns into a circle area that passes through. So this is the torsion gun. And what I mean by that is, where is it? Yeah, the reason I know that is because it says on this description that it's normally mounted on the Battle Servitors. So I basically get one of these for free, and maybe when it's higher level, I can get a lot more out of it. But ideally, this is the candidate I want for Jeremiah's reinforcement drop. It's not much heavier though. 12 health, but that might change as it gets leveled up. We'll have to see. It's more damage than the Ranger, but at the same time the Ranger has guaranteed critical hits, which helps with it getting through armor. And actually, can I afford a level up with that said? 1,700? No, it's looking like I can't. Nope, everything's too expensive. I can't get a level in. So let's focus on getting the last of our troops and hopefully start leveling them up. Never mind the fact we get additional cognition gauge. And I honestly forget, what did I get for doing that? It was the tier 3 axe, wasn't it? Which I'm probably never going to use. Outside the fact that it costs no cognition. That might be the exception. Because penetrating or piercing through armor is a big deal. And it's been really working out well for me. Yep, I am planning on getting this Warbot. It's a hard mission, but I dealt with these before. And apparently the mission's all about flayed ones, so you figure this would be nice and easy. And you know what's best? This is the perfect test run for the Battle Servitor, because the flayed ones have no armor. Especially on a mission that's dedicated to killing off the flayed ones. So I think this is a perfect way to try it out. 3 cognition to deploy, but I'm not worried about that because of Jeremiah. And 18 Blackstone to deploy. So with that said, do I want the Ruststalker too? I think we'll try like this. 1 Battle Servitor, 2 Vanguards, and the Ruststalker. I almost want to go with 2 Battle Servitors, but with how expensive it is, it seems like a no-brainer just to have a single one because it works so well with Jeremiah's reinforcement ability to kind of discount it and deploy wherever the hell I wish. I don't have to tell you about the conditions in the Tomb of Ujao, Majos. It's ugly in there. And we also killed their lord in that tomb, so it shouldn't be an issue anymore. The flayed ones are using biological material both from the original colonists, Reshak's tech priest, and the troops we're losing in there. I am well aware of the challenges in the Tomb of Ujao presents, or the challenges the Tomb of Ujao presents. I surmise you have requested my presence to do more than merely inform me of them. Very true. In the flayed one's use of biological material, there may be an opportunity. If they're reliant on it, and if we can cut them off from a supply of it, we could hit them hard. A sound strategy, Subdomina Kepra. One worth pursuing, if you can demonstrate a way to put this resource beyond the use of the enemy. I can, Majos. I wonder what you have in mind. What do you have in mind? My Scutari have identified a large deposit of biological matter, flesh and skin, as far as we could tell. Its only logical origin is the corpses of our Scutari so far lost in the tomb. That's my guess. Even if it's not, is it really something we want to leave festering the Tomb of Ujao? Your point has merit, Subdomina. My own revulsion must be fully compartmentalized in my neural vaults to keep it from compromising my decisions. The flesh repository poses a clear threat to health and morale. The flesh repository, is that what we're calling it? Sanct Terra, we're going to burn it. It's an odd name, isn't it? So, this looks like a pretty linear and straightforward type of mission layout. Although we're going to get a battle right off the bat, apparently. So, let's see what the flayed ones have to say about all this. Well, only 2 flayed ones in here, so I'm left wanting a tiny bit. Destroyer gets to go immediately. That Immortal gets to go immediately, but it might not shoot me. And that one goes after, so this might be a rough start. Let's see, you have Gauze, and you have Gauze. No Tesla. So I'm gonna have to be very careful. Someone might die really quick here, so I think what I do is hang back a bit. And hope that maybe they split their fire among my my tech priests. So Jeremiah goes first, then Minarius, Oriochus, Tot, and Leonardus. And the destroyer goes twice, keep in mind too. And it has a perfect opening to take a shot at me, but it's not a heavy hitting attack. At least with my armor. Both Jeremiah and Minarius could deal with that pretty well. Alright. This is probably the best I could do unless I want to back everyone up further. And Jeremiah at least can heal whoever gets hit. Alright, you're running away. Taking a shot at Minarius, I'm fine. That is the best I could ask for. Now, I would love to call in the Battle Servitor. It's just gonna soak damage and die immediately, I worry. Since these Gauss rifles do like 7 damage each shot after all. So let's get to cognition and work from there. That immortal gets to go, and that one goes next, so I think I want to engage you. And I do have a Mechanicus. I'll still have 1 cognition, I'll get a bunch back, and then I can melee attack it, so this works out well. Sadly it has the armor. It has the energy armor at least. Damn it! I thought I could get close enough, apparently not. Hello there, C-Rag. Welcome to the stream. Now I am out of resources, but... This is not the test I want to do with the Battle Servitor, because I suspect it's just gonna die if I use it as like a fodder shield. I have to trust they can take the hits and repair each other, because Minarius can actually heal pretty well. And sadly Minarius can't shoot anything, so I might have to wait with him anyway. 5 damage, okay, so even a critical hit, it's not a big deal. And when does... okay, it takes a while till you go. I really want to delay with Minarius, but this field generator is kind of unnecessary to just soak all this damage that's coming my way. Alright, just keep everyone safe. Once we weather this first turn of damage, we should be alright. It's the lack of cognition that's making this a little more difficult for me. Ooh. You're playing... yeah, you got the Dawn of War. Yeah, I really enjoyed Dawn of War 1. It's what got me into Warhammer in general. And I've been enjoying that a lot. It's a little bit different of a story though, which can be a bad thing, depending on what kind of single-player experience you want. Since really, it's just like a turn-based pseudo 4X or turn-based strategy game on the overworld, essentially. And not really much of a story in itself. So Tot, I think you just grab this terminal for me. Because yeah, it's already 2 awakenings, so might as well. It's like, what, Winter Assault and the original Dawn of War that actually had a linear story. But of course you were stuck with the Space Marines, I think, and maybe the Imperial Guard? If I were to be honest, I never did play Dawn of War 1's campaign of the first 2. I jumped in at Dark Crusade, so I'm not exactly sure what the single player involved. But let's kill this terminal. And then as we get near the end of this battle, I'll just destroy the other terminal. It's a shame about Dawn of War 3 though. I felt like it had some real potential. It's just they decided to go like that MOBA style route. That weird pseudo MOBA route with the tower, the shield generator, and then having to destroy the main central building. But I did like the gameplay outside of that. Yeah. Yeah, Dawn of War 1 is where you learned about it, yeah. Like I said, it's the same for me too. Now I would love to get in front of this immortal. Or actually I would love to get in front of the destroyer. Because I think the destroyer blocks the shots for these immortals for me. Oh, this is not going to be a critical hit, dang it. I was thinking maybe that would kill the corpse for me. Because you don't have the ability to do damage to the servitor. Oh my god, so many terminals. This is interesting. What I think I'm going to do is just have Leonard's go over here, taunt the flayed ones to attack something else, so that way maybe Leonard's can kill you. But just in case, let's get our armor and cognition up. Now, any other cognition I can grab. Just 1 point of cognition, which is not very exciting. Alright, the shield's down, but it did its job. Sadly, I didn't get to taunt it with anyone else, since I moved with everyone. And knowing Spider is just going to spawn more scarabs. Okay. Yes, I don't know if you're talking about like the original campaign or not, since I know nothing about Winter Assault or anything like that. You could do damage to a corpse, so I'll do that. Kill the flayed one. Hopefully you won't miss anything, because this battle is going to take a little bit of time, just since I don't have the troops to add the extra firepower. But I have a lot of firepower to give this destroyer, and I'm going to happily do it. Do I go all out? I think I go all out. At least to increase my chance to critically hit you. Critical hit, good start. One more time. So it should be almost dead if I remember the destroyer's health properly. But let's heal up Jeremiah before I run by. He is kind of in need of it right now. Do I heal him again though? I probably do just in case. Because destroyer's gonna get to go. He basically can shoot anyone he wishes though, is the only problem. And I have troops. We'll just drop down the Vanguard and then I'll prepare my reinforcement to drop the Battle Servitor somewhere. Yeah, you're not very scary when I have enough energy armor. So I have that going for me. Dang it, I'm still one space away. So let's fix that first. Alright, give me my cognition, please, because I think I know what kind of turn I have in mind here. Oh god. Yeah, Al was hoping not to miss anything. He might miss the Battle Servitor. I just don't know what kind of range the Battle Servitor has. So we'll deploy you here so you're not in the way. And you're close enough where I can at least buff you. Actually, I should buff you because armor is a thing. I should have checked if command fire worked though. Vanguard, this is going to obliterate the destroyer, isn't it? Which is why I look forward to this. Okay, the corpse thankfully is still there. What? I thought you were supposed to hit the immortals. Unless there's something I don't understand about this weapon. Oh well, I'm gonna have to learn still. Because I was under the impression that was an AoE attack. Unless they were just out of range, which sounds weird. And you are going to take a bit of a beating, aren't you? Yeah, this is my first time seeing the Battle Servitor as well. I don't think it's looked at fondly because of the AoE damage is heavily mitigated by the armor, but when I can do guaranteed critical hit damage, which ignores armor, that might change that fact some. I'll have to play around with it and see though. Alright, shoot me. This is gonna hurt though. But that's what armor's for. Area damage, so yeah. Aw, that's a shame. Apparently it did have an AoE attack. It just didn't work when I did the command fire. Because imagine a guaranteed 100% critical hit chance on all of them with that ability. Because yeah, it has 0% chance to critically hit otherwise, dang it. So I missed out on a good chance to do a lot of damage there. Because this is a perfect shot. But let's have another look at it. It probably did like no damage, the only downside, but I can see that working very well with Jeremiah's kit. I want cognition on you, and that allows me to fire the atomizer. This is a good angle for it even. So, safety's off. Now I could fire the atomizer. Not possible to hit 3 of them. And again, they might have a lot of armor. So let me at least get some intel on what they are capable of. Not a lot of damage, sadly. So hopefully this does a little bit of hurt to them. The critical hit I'll happily take. Whack him again. Yeah, I kind of figured that they're going to shoot at my poor little Battle Servitor. So if we're trying to figure out how to maximize my potential, I need to kill it. I need cognition. There is no cognition to be had, so just delay. And which immortal? And you can grab all cognition, which is perfect. Oh yeah, and you also can just max out my cognition gauge, so I'm not worried. Alright, so you can shred armor. You can supercharge your armor. Or supercharge your attack. And supercharge your armor. And make this guy really miserable. There, 2 more cognition. What am I playing for my next turn? I think I just taunt everyone to help keep the Battle Servitor alive. And then, through the power of a Lex Mechanic, max out my cognition gauge. We are swimming in wealth. Now, Leonardus. Sadly, this thing never moves away from you, so that's unfortunate. But you can kill this thing now or swipe at the immortal, which might be better. You kind of have the armor to just deal with these flayed ones all day. And they would not bother you. Now, 7 health, you're pretty much dead. Nothing else I can do for now. And you're also dead. Perfect. Come on, try it. I dare ya. More armor, but it's about to take a shot, is it? Nope, it's just gonna poop out more scarabs. That do attack me. The last thing I want is for this Battle Servitor to die carelessly. Because I see some really good crowd control potential within AoE damage with Jeremiah. So those immortals are dealt with, so let's just deal with the scarabs. Actually, you are just going to die to Leonardus, I'm pretty certain of it. Yeah, they are not really all that much anymore, are they? Once I get more than 2 points of physical armor, they kind of need to do critical hits to even do anything to me. And because of how their mechanics work with taunting, I don't even have to attack them for the rest of the game, and they're just going to keep going after Leonardus. And do absolutely nothing. Also, my vanguards are level 3, which gives them a nice buff to their damage and movement. So it's really nice. Now, Oriochus, you are swimming in wealth. Is there a way you can shoot the spider? Yes, there is. I gotta remember, there's 3 goddamn terminals here for me to grab. I only need to destroy one of them, though. Critical hit. Still a lot of work to do, I think, before that thing dies. Now, one more time. Oh, no, we actually did kill it. Never mind. I figured you would have more health. Or is that because of the power field again? The power field was still active, that's what happened. Because I delayed my turn, it never expired. Well, actually, I can't remember. Did I? Yeah, I delayed my turn and buffed it last turn, didn't I? For shooting at the destroyer. It's really weird in how it works. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Jeremiah. Time for you to correct this issue. Repair all troops. Get that Battle Servitor back in action. I want to play with it more, and having it low health is not a good sign. There. Now what's next on the agenda? Just buffing the Servitor, I guess. Now, just destroy this terminal, bring us back down to empty. And get some more wealth. Because why not? That's not enough to kill it. Oh, never mind. I got max damage. Oh, I think I may have made a mistake because I'm out of range now to buff this thing. So, just for the sake of experimentation, I'm just gonna burn more cognition to play with this thing some more. Although I could have done more repairs, to be honest. So Battle Servitor, you get to go. This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible, terrible idea, so it's why I'm going to delay your turn for now. In fact, I'm probably just going to delay with everyone, so that way the Flayed Ones and Immortal do their thing. And let's grab this terminal at the same time. You cannot shoot, because you don't really have the cognition for the last Minarius, but we're okay. Now, what is actually left? Just these three right here, so this is a perfect way to have fun with my Battle Servitor. Everyone just to get the hell out of the blast radius. Although, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but he's dead regardless, I think. Yeah, he literally skipped his turn because he couldn't go anywhere. So Orioka sadly cannot repair anyone this turn. Tout cannot repair, so we're stuck with the damage that we currently have. So I just need to grab cognition at this point and at least max out for the next battle is what I'm going to try and do. Hopefully you get back before the shot, Al, because we're about to have it happen in a moment. I am going to delay with Leonardus because these flayed ones are going to stay where they're at. Alright. Swipe. Damage absorbed. Swipe. I didn't feel a thing. Now. Ah, dang it. I delayed with him. It's time to kill our ally. Simply put, that would have killed them all. I did not plan this out the best. I should have maybe put Leonardus over here, and that way the flayed ones would have still been in the blast radius, but simply put, the guaranteed critical hit would ignore their armor and kill all of them, including the corpse. So much for chancing that, I suppose. But Leonardus can move now, so actually I'm not worried. I just have to wait an extra turn, which is the downside. Let's try this again, shall we? Although, it's not going to be nearly as impressive this time. But I think with Jeremiah buffing him up and giving guaranteed critical hit, this thing could do a lot of work for me if I use it properly. And without a doubt, I definitely need to plan it out properly, because that could have been fatal on Leonardus. But enjoy. It just obliterate everything. That would have been like 15 damage to almost everything that got hit. So it would be tricky to utilize, but it worked out nicely. So from the trail of gore and scraps of skin, it seems a large quantity of biological matter was recently taken through the chamber ahead. This might be the start of a route that will take the cohort towards their goal more rapidly, but it could also mark a route of heavy enemy activity. So we can scout, follow, or burn. We're here to purify everything. Burn it all. In all honesty, Al, there is also a mission that I can give it to my tech priest as well, that exact same gun. It does cost 5 cognition points though, and I never did check how much it cost on my Battle Servitor, but considering I still have max cognition, I don't think it's that significant, maybe. Hard to say though. I never did check to see how much cognition it cost. Yeah, with the guaranteed 100% critical hit chance, it would have ignored my armor and one-shot basically anyone. Since max damage I believe was 15 points of damage after all. With Jeremiah's buff, keep in mind. So that would have been lethal. Ooh, I know this one. I'm taking this one. It's the STC. We got a Centerite axe. A tier 2 Centerite axe. Oh, you want in real life? Good God. Just make sure the government or the military forces don't find out about this. They're gonna want it for themselves. But it is basically a black hole, it almost seems like. I know there's a grav can that works almost the exact same way. So the wording suggests. Now, I want to grab more glyphs with that said. So, I think what I'll do is go down here, do this fight, maybe do this glyph, and then go up here, depending on how we're doing on Awakening. At least I'm glad you managed to catch the shot. But we definitely need to plan ahead, as you kind of said there, C-Rag. A heap of gory bones lie scattered across this chamber. They look like they have been very recently denuded of their flesh and skin. The sight is horrific, but suggests the flesh repository is nearby. So, I could salvage, but let's just pray. More Awakening, which I guess changes what I was planning. If you have one, you'll be invincible. More of Al's response to that comment earlier. So, either way, a lot of Awakening was just gained. Oh, I should have read that, dang it. My apologies. But at least this battle is sure to help reduce the Awakening some. I want to believe. Now, let's have some more fun with the Battle Servitor, shall we? Oh, it's one of these maps. Well, I don't need to tell you what the hell is going to happen here. I want to just deploy the Battle Servitor now, but the main benefit with letting Jeremiah deploy it is it gives me a little more control about when I want to activate, maybe. Maybe. I already know what's going to happen here, dang you. Let me plan out the turn order. Yeah, I'll just let Leonard's go in. I'll just wait with everyone else and let Leonard's go in. Hopefully they'll all go after Leonardus, because he's going to attack them and draw their ire. Vanguard, Vanguard, and I'll save my cognition for the Battle Servitor. So Jeremiah, deploy said Battle Servitor. Oh, I guess there's going to be more over here too. Which is fine. I don't want to deploy there because that's kind of a little restricted. So everyone delay your turn. Buff up the Battle Servitor for what might happen here. And I could buff it up even further if I want to get so ridiculous. But it's really a shame that apparently when I do command fire, well, at the same time this could be a bonus if I use it properly. Because the Battle Servitor did not have its AoE effect when I used command fire. If you remember when I used that. So there's possibilities I can shoot it without it actually killing my own troops. It just seems like a silly use of the ability though. So, everyone just delay. Actually, I'm okay with Touts going forward, I suppose, and activating them as well. And don't worry about destroying these terminals when Leonard's... Well, I could destroy one now and then destroy the other with Leonard's. There. We're back to Awakening 1. I can grab cognition from this terminal. I did accidentally test that. Well, I actually did already test that theory. Remember, the first thing I did with the Battle Servitor was buff it up with Jeremiah and fired it at the destroyer when there were 2 immortals right next to it. And none of them took damage. Outside the destroyer I focused. I already kind of know that works. To an extent. And sadly there's no flayed ones, which is a bit of a shame. But both these immortals are hanging up too. I kind of would love to stand between them and force them back up in a closer ball. Which is kind of what I want to do. We'll see if I can benefit with this or not. Oh yeah, I kind of already attacked with you, silly me. But you do have a spotlight. So I'm hoping they back up towards this one. Which makes me want to try and focus on you. But we'll worry about at least hitting 2. Damn you and your critical hits. That is gonna suck. Don't critically hit. Okay, that's better. Because Leonardus cannot heal, but he can taunt this one up here at least, so... This messes things up a tiny bit. Mechanicus can repair, but I need to stop this one first, so... I'm not going to have quite the convenience I would like. Oh yeah, and I forgot to buff this with Servitors too to give it extra movement, silly me. That's something I could have done as well. Actually... I could just whack... Yeah, Leonardus could just taunt this while still whacking this one and maybe being safe. At least it allows me to still get a shot in, maybe. I think. I'm just gonna circle around here just in case. Because I want to say that's taunted. I'm just not seeing the outline to suggest it is. Okay, now it's taunted. As weird as weird of an experience I had trying to get that to work. So, can we hit this? We can't hit the one immortal on the ground, sadly. But they all have energy armor. So they're going to take a lot of damage still. Okay, take that back. I'm not going to hit them at all. I'm not going to hit any of them because of bad positioning. Alright, let's try this again, dang it. Although I should have shot at the terminal with that said, I suppose. Because I worry I may have wasted that double shot. One more time. Alright, Battle Servitor, let's see what we can do with you. You're not likely going to be able to shoot who I want. And you cost no cognition for the shot. Sadly, I did walk into range of the AoE. But this is a good opportunity to put it to the test, I suppose, with what I was saying earlier. Now, Mechanicus, if you could somehow get here and shoot, that would be perfect. Alas, I don't think I'm going to get away with that. And you need to do a little bit of repairing, I think, too. And we just want to escape anyway. Now, this does prompt opportunity attacks, alas. And I can shoot you once I run by. Actually, I could get my double shot up here this way, maybe. So maybe I can get the attack I want. I just want to make sure you don't die, Tout. Ideally, avoid dying is the top priority here. Alright, safety's off. The solar atomizer is now in effect. And they still have a good amount of armor, so they're gonna survive. Well, at least this one died, so there's that. And next turn, Minaris can get out. Oriochus, you could clean up the rest of this rabble. And still have a little bit of cognition to make it to the end. Or at least be able to reach it next turn is what the idea is. And this is the end of this turn, so... Actually, that... Okay, if I buff you up with the critical hit, the canister, this at least will kill the terminal for me. Alright. So I might as well sprint forward because I'm going to get that cognition back. With Jeremiah's trait. And I want to continue to try as I might to get this thing to work. At least figure out the nuance of it. So I'm going to get 3 cognition here with Jeremiah. And this is where the test comes into play, and I feel a little bit more comfortable doing this, since I don't have the guaranteed critical hit this time. And that, okay, that just kills a corpse, that's not very exciting, so let's give this a try, and see firsthand. Because I already tried it before, so I already knew it would work, and apparently it was a critical hit. Because I never took the shot from earlier. So you were wondering about me testing that? There's your confirmation. But like I said, we kind of already witnessed it by accident. Or not by accident, I was kind of hoping to see if it would hit all of them. And get some cognition as a bonus. It's at least a good way as a loophole to try to avoid killing your own friendlies, while still gaining the benefit of its damage potential. It's just not the most effective use, but it's an alternative at least. And I think this battle's gonna be over anyway, as soon as everyone gets over here, so I don't need to buff up the servitor further. Just use this as an opportunity to heal and maybe get some cognition. How much cognition can I get since I did burn a lot with the solar atomizer and all that? You can max out cognition, so that's my only concern there. We just need to kill this thing for good measure. Good. So hopefully Tout can kill that with a melee attack then. And no one, from what I can tell, needs heals, or at least significant heals. And you're just gonna max my cognition for me. So I'm not worried about being in a bad position for next battle. If anything, I kind of want it to work the way with the command fire, so that way I can double shot an AoE weapon that can potentially ignore armor with Jeremiah. But it makes it a lot more simpler for me when I'm worried about killing my own guys, since I do have a lot of meleers, to be fair. You kind of need to build your squad around utilizing the Battle Servitor a bit. Because 3 meleers, or at least 2 dedicated explorators, is not a good combination. But it's a good loophole around that mechanic though. And Leonard's just maxed out his own health. We are good for the next fight. And we brought down Awakening back down to 0, maybe, if only just barely. Ooh, we brought Awakening down by 5, perfect. So we got some breathing room on my hands now. I kind of want to just go straight here, and if it goes well, yeah, because I don't expect to completely erase the Awakening, so I might as well do this first, and then I might backtrack if I can get away with it. Alright, Awakening 1, what's this next battle? What do we have? Because I'm just keeping track of the time here, wondering if maybe I can get away with a 3rd mission. So I might just go straight for the next battle or mission, or at least an easy difficulty one to try out the robot. So Destroyer, a couple of Mortals, a Farguard, which is an annoying pain in the ass, but it's there. But they are all out of range for the moment. And there's only 1 terminal. So I might just go straight to the next, objective battle. Minarius, you take point because you got the armor for it. I almost want Oriokus to take a shot to get guaranteed critical hits, but because I want to say he's safe from at least all of them shooting at him, but that might be a mistake. Now, who do we deploy? The Battle Servitor I might as well deploy now, in all honesty, because then the Rust Stalker benefits from the reinforcement this time. Do I have the cognition I want, though, from this? I only see a bunch of single cognition, so maybe I don't. At least for now. We'll stick with the 2 Vanguards and drop in the Battle Servitor for the discount. So no shots at all. That kind of does not surprise me. And that looks like a good spot to deploy and hit all of them. I just need to make sure that the Battle Servitor doesn't die horribly if it shoots at them, because I'm not entirely sure what its range is, to be honest. So I am going to have to play with it a bit. Actually, go here so you're not blocking Leonardus in their movement. Now give it extra movement, and it'll get to go next. Buff it up further. Now I would have to burn cognition if I want to gain cognition, which I don't want to do. And apparently you're not in range from what that tells me. So hopefully that means you're safe for now. Guaranteed critical hit, so I don't care about the armor. So I can literally get up there and hit a bunch of them, but let's start slow. Let's focus on hitting the Destroyer and then backing off. This looks promising. Keep in mind, guaranteed critical hits, so enjoy. So full damage on all of them, keep that in mind. So I think that was an effective shot. And then I can keep buffing it up with 2 more of these servitors, keep in mind. Give it even more ridiculous movement. And more damage potential. And is it possible I could fire the soul atomizer on these two? It might be better to delay, honestly, until I get more cognition. And actually, just delay with everyone, because I don't think they can actually hit me. Yeah, let them get closer. Come closer, and prepare to get burned. Although this guy may have good armor, so let's be careful. Or be aware that he's likely not going to die. I honestly can't remember if I hit him with the torsion cannon or not. I know I hit 3 targets, I just don't know if he was one of them. He's still alive, that's all I could tell you. Alright, Vanguard number 2, you do the same thing. Ideally, a critical hit would be welcome here. He must have some physical armor. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Might as well kill the corpse because I have nothing else to shoot at. Alright. Now, I have more cognition. What kind of shot can I get here? Is what I love to know. I'm pretty certain I can hit them pretty well with this atomizer. Do I want to buff it up further or not? Because I basically can. I can get cognition. I can reveal their stats. I think the smart thing is to try and increase my critical hit. Sure, it's only 10% increased critical hit chance, but it's at least the most affordable Tech Priest buff I can get. There we go. The destroyer's gone. I'll happily take that. And you can grab more cognition, which I'll leave be for now. Just back up, Minarius, you did enough. Keep out of range, maybe. This is a good opportunity to obliterate another immortal. I like this prospect a lot. You have been crippled, so I think I want to start with you. And I'm buffing this up because I want to try and get as guaranteed a critical hit as I can. There, one corpse down. Now I'm pretty certain you might still have full health. Unless you were hit by a torsion cannon, which I can't remember. Now, buff number 2 on the Battle Servitor. Good, that's what I like to see. Now, how far back can you go? Not very far back. Which is fine. Alright, Tots, you are buff number 3. This thing is now a race car. It's gonna go across the entire map and then back, basically. You thought I was cheesing the mechanics a little bit, shooting them and then backing off? Just imagine how ridiculous it could do it now. I think I might as well grab this though, with that said. Kill that, reduce the awakening, and prepare for next turn. Yeah, I might as well fill the Actually, I don't need to fill the cognition yet, do I? This battle's gonna be over quickly. Now, do I have enough damage to kill this? Yes, I do. There. More cognition for my troubles. Now, Leonardus, I want you to just sprint up there. I'm just worried about what retaliation you might get. Yes, it is called tactics, I suppose. Now we just gotta get multiples of them and have them as buffed up as my current Battle Servitor is. Oh, you got buffed up by the dang spider, so that's why you have so much armor. Well, we can work on that. First, let me get my cognition up. Now, do I want to back off or not? Because I don't know what I'm going to attack with the Battle Servitor. Because it's going to get to go first. After Jeremiah buffs it, keep in mind. I might as well buff up armor just in case. Alright, I don't think I need the Rust Stalker because we're already getting close to finishing this. Supercharge the cannon yet again. Because why the hell not? And no one needs heals. All I need to do is buff. And I can't reach them, I'm not in range. Now, if that Battle Servitor can somehow hit all three of them, that's what I would love right now. And possibly maybe hit 4. I think its radius is too small though. Just look at that thing go. It's a little absurd, but before I get too ridiculous, let me at least see if I can... how many I can hit by aiming at the spider. Nah, I want to hit that one. I want to hit those spiders to hit maybe all 4 of them. So this is probably better. I don't hit all 4 of them, but it's a damn good shot. Okay, I was wondering why you were risking to kill yourself, and that's probably because of a weird visual glitch. Enjoy. We one-shotted the spider. Just to let you know how absurd this thing is, and look, it gets to run away again. The power of servo skulls just enhanced its rotors, or its motors, motor drive functionality. Now, I just want to end this battle with as much cognition as possible, which again, I can easily max it out. You unfortunately have a lot of armor. Oriokus could kill you, I'm not worried. It does take a lot of babysitting for this thing, but I feel like this can be a welcome addition to the roster if it can hit at least 2 targets. Because after all, it is a free shot for crying out loud, compared to one of my tech priests having to spend 5 cognition on it. 80%. I don't think I need to supercharge my shot because I'm hoping this will critically hit. Perfect. Now, one more time. Oh yeah, I forgot, you're still alive, aren't you? We need to deal with you too. You took a lot of damage, so I'm hoping... Let's see, Leonardus. Leonardus is right here. I would love that to die to an opportunity attack, but it has ridiculous armor currently. I think I just kill this now and hopefully have Leonardus be able to deal with the other one on his own. Actually, he won't be on his own because Tots is also an explorator. So he should be okay. Let's just grab more cognition. Sadly, I'm going to have to destroy these scarabs with something. And I have no vanguards close enough to deal with it. So someone is going to have to take a swipe at it. And it only has 1 health. Neither of these guys have servitors that do damage to units. I don't want to kill it. I want to just end this battle right now, though. So 12 health. So this thing will die to 2 opportunity attacks. So that was the right choice. I should have used my ability, now that I think of it, to get more cognition. But this should die, no questions asked. And I'll get at least 2 more cognition from the opportunity attack, so I might be maxed out anyway. Nope, can't reach it. I figure as much. Good night. Oh, you just got one shot. I figured it would take both of them to kill you. Alright. So we're still awakening 0, but since I'm going to try for a 3rd battle, we might as well go straight for the final one. I know you do not put much faith in things like intuition magos, but I have a very bad feeling about this. Dozens of bloody handprints cover the walls of this chamber. Were they made by wounded Skitarii, or by the flayed ones with the severed hands of the corpses they have collected? And why? Perhaps the matter warrants further investigation, or perhaps it should be ignored entirely. Do we even want to understand the behavior of the cursed flayed ones? We'll see. Decipher. Clearly this is a cipher left by a quick-thinking Skitarii, huh? Examine it, dismiss. We'll try and decipher. Nope. It backfired. The cohort spends more time than they can really afford taking pick grabs of the handprints. By the time they are finished, the Necrons nearby are closing in and force them to vacate the area rapidly. The cogitators on the Castius Metallican, meanwhile, can find no pattern among this mess of handprints. Alright, let's go finish this up. As much as I would like to grab the other stuff, I want to play with the robot today, if I can get away with it. So give us a nice simple battle. And ideally I would love to get some level ups for these things too. Add some passive traits or really boost its stats to them. Gotta keep in mind they have initiative. And thankfully I am behind the wall, so that helps a little bit. I counter your initiative with just being behind the wall. Good luck getting through that. Because only Mechanicus has a weapon that can go through walls, and potentially my Battle Servitor. Just gotta be careful. Just gotta make sure those who are armored are positioned properly. Actually, Jeremiah, you go here. It's impossible to know who goes first in my squad, though. Thankfully, I can just delay if I need to. Welcome back there, Al. You haven't missed a whole lot there besides me getting, like, hitting 3 targets repeatedly with the Battle Servitor. It's kind of fun. And I have been missing out on opportunities with the Rust Stalker, so I need to find a use for you too. Which is going to be tricky, honestly. Since I'm infesting a lot in the Battle Servitor. But I might buff you up once or twice. Alright, Farguard, you're annoying. I don't like you. Immortals, I'm hoping... Oh no. Don't do it! Oh god, the Rust Stalker might be dead before I know it. It's at least taking the hits when they all have initiative, but I would have liked him to live. Alright. Oh, good, didn't take a shot, perfect. And the Destroyer wasted both its moves. I could not ask for much better. Alright, Battle Servitor, come on out. I know. Take a wild guess where I should aim that shot. Take a wild guess. 100 to 1 odds that I have an amazing shot opportunity here. Now, with that said, let me grab cognition. Buff up. And enhance our friend here. And I still have plenty of cognition left if I want to go anywhere. Which I seriously should consider to have Jeremiah go over here and start doing damage. Actually, it burns all your cognition though, is the only problem. Well, it's not true, I have a Mechanicus. The Battle Servitor can't see it, so never mind. It can't see any of them, so never mind that hope. Where I thought maybe I could have got a shot on the Fargar. Ah well, let me get cognition off you, please. How many terminals are there also? 2. So sadly I can't get Awakening Zero, try as I might. Ooh, I just had a very disgusting thought. And the guess who goes next? I had a very disgusting thought. I'm doing it. Tell me if you know what I just thought of. It may involve a couple of canticles. Sit back, pop a cold one, cause this is going to be ugly. This is going to be very ugly. Now, how many of these can I hit? This is a question of a lifetime right now. 31 to 36 damage. Guaranteed critical hit on 5 targets, although one is a scarab to be fair. How many do we one-shot? All 4 of them. Well, I call that a good day's work. When can I retire? And I still got cognition to burn. Although, I was gonna say, is it possible I can kill off all these guys in a single turn and have Awakening Zero? Is it actually possible I can do this? It might involve doing a lot of damage to Jeremiah, though. Alright. I need to get a little bit lower. And do I buff up the shot or not? What kind of cognition do I have? Because Mechanicus isn't really going to get to do a whole lot without some kind of cognition of his own. So I think what I do is just try and grab what cognition I can. Yeah, I don't want that. I kind of want to increase the critical hit chance. Can I get away with this? I need a lot of cognition for my explorators to destroy the terminals, though. The Farguard's still alive, but the flayed one's dead at least, so there's that. Mechanicus isn't going to really be able to do much, I fear. And sadly, Ruststalker, you can kill a terminal. I think I'll delay with you. So that way, the benefit here is Tots and Leonardus don't have to swing at it. Now, Mechanicus, You're gonna get me another cognition point because you're gonna need it. I feel like you're gonna need it. Alright. Now I feel like you should die at this point, after the amount of damage you just taken. Thank you for proving my theory right. Now I got extra cognition back, which is perfect. I really want to shoot at the destroyer, because I don't... The vanguards can actually shoot the destroyer for me too. I just don't know how much armor it has, is the problem. If it has physical armor, I might not be able to kill it without Oriokus's help. Nope. I accidentally burnt the cognition there. That is unfortunate. I still have double shots on the vanguards at least. The flayed one will take some damage. I'm hoping the Ruststalker will kill that. So let's grab the terminal and at least find out what our adversary has here. Ah, that's unfortunate. It's only one extra flayed one, but that one flayed one actually makes a difference, I feel like. Alright, and with that extra cognition I could sprint over here. Hopefully it has only energy armor. That's what I would like. Perfect. That might be the best I could ask for. I have no cognition, but that's easily rectified. And I can buff a troop's damage, which is going to be really important here. And I have to remember, I want to destroy... I would love to destroy this terminal too. So Leonard, at least one of them needs to attack it, is the problem. Leonard's or Tout needs to attack it because no one else really can. But there goes half your health. That helps with my problem a little bit. And just in case, get cognition. Alright, Leonardus, I think your job is to go over here. As much as I would love you to do something, help with killing these, I need that terminal to die. And Alright, the vanguards have not delayed, so I think I delay with them so the Ruststalker can make its attack. Alright. Alright, so much for my dreams of getting... Oh, I still have to escape anyway, so... It would not have been possible to get the Zero Awakening, try as I might. So I'm stuck waiting another turn, basically. No matter how flawlessly I did this. Well, one of them is likely going to die to this opportunity attack, so maybe that helps a bit. And I need to power up, yeah. Let me get the power field to maybe kill them. Alright, that helps. If I would have loved that to get in range of Jeremiah. Unlikely though. And you have a really powerful attack, and these things have about 10 health, so this is worth doing. The only way I probably could have succeeded with Zero Awakening is if I had another opportunity attack on one of these flayed ones. And apparently I could not see the destroyer regardless. Yeah, it's just not possible. Oh, that's why I didn't activate the double tap. Never mind what I was saying. That would have made it a little bit easier. And I'll need one more shot still. And I gotta remember delay with the second one. Not that it matters anymore. Oh, it's still Awakening 1. Who am I kidding? It was actually impossible because of the events I chose that increased Awakening, so never mind. It was a valiant attempt. It wasn't likely to happen. So I want to destroy Destroyer. I get a shot here. Perfect. Right under the tree. So let me kill this first, with that said. Nice, another critical hit. Perfect. And goodbye to our Destroyer friend. Alright, it was damn good. We nearly wiped out everything in a single turn, for crying out loud. Only thing I could do now, well, is just heal everyone up. So I can heal the Rust Stalker easily enough. What would be better? Where's Oriochus in this mess? So it's... Alright, so I'm going to use Benediction to heal the troops, get a little Blackstone back. And then I'll repair Oriochus. Oh, did you actually get the cognition there? It looks like you're a space away, in all honesty. But apparently you got it. So, top them off. We are ready to finish this mission off. I think it's safe to say this Battle Servitor performed amazingly. Now, let's give it one more shot for the road, shall we? It's not as supercharged as it was before, so it might actually survive. It might actually live, but the odds are in my favor that it'll die. Perfect. Oh yeah, we still had to escape, stupid me. Not a big deal, I guess, even with Jeremiah burn his turn. I just kind of forgot that that's mechanics in there where it forces me to run off, even after I kill everything. Alright, everyone get into the evac point. Oh, I didn't need to delay their turn. I just should have ended their turn with that said. But this mission is done. We get access to our war robot. Oh, that's Leonardus. So end your turn. Get in there. Oh yeah, remember I have an actual corpse still here to murder. Not that it matters. Might as well for the sake of it. To pass the time. Alright, and you're just a vanguard we don't care about. You've done your duty. And turn. And turn. Now Jeremiah, finish this off, please. That is an effective test. An effective test run, even. It took a little bit of figuring out, and it's definitely going to be hard to use with my explorators. But good God, did it pay for itself in that one battle alone. The cohort reaches a chamber. Its floor is covered with dozens of our missing Skitari. Most of the corpses missing what little skin... Oh, most of the corpses missing what little skin they have left, with bones and chunks of flesh filling the rest of the chamber. The whole foul mass is drenched with promethium fuel and set alight, obliterating this resource and putting it beyond reach of the flayed ones. Thank the Omniscion, that heap of rot has been put to the flame. The flayed ones should have less material to clothe themselves in now. Perhaps the tomb will even stink less. That's a hopeful thought. Additional benefits reaped. The contaminant levels in the tomb of Ubjao are falling already. There are fewer of our dead soldiers. faces be worn by the enemy now. That's gotta be a plus in my book. And best of all, we get our war robot now. We just need to upgrade him at this point. So I could just close it now, I guess. Which, unfortunately, denies us knowing how much we just got, but... I'm curious. Level 2 Battle Servitor. Additional Tech Priest. You know what I think about this level. Ooh, a Wraith. And oddly enough, it's a normal difficulty mission. And because I did no other missions here, we don't access anything extra, but I guess I should start grabbing these scanners because I think this will actually be useful for Mechanicus. Because right now he only has a 1 augment point, buff to himself. And there's our robot. Have a look at it. It has a melee attack doing a little bit of damage. Not too exciting there, sadly. It can buff itself for additional armor. Oh, interesting. Get +2 armor, +2 energy armor, but deals minimum damage for the 1 round. And then it has a flamethrower. So the flamethrower could be fun, since it's almost like my, the torsion cannon. Yeah, it is actually the same damage as the torsion cannon. It just has a burn effect over time, which sadly has not really been necessary for my run so far, since I've basically been all about killing things almost immediately. So it's not like they had time to burn. 15 health, 1 of each armor. So yeah. So I was thinking, I think I'll save this for later. Let's play with our war robot on an easier difficulty type of mission. Because I don't know how much time I have left. But we're making amazing time with that said. I don't think I need it. Because we're literally only 2 hours in the stream, for crying out loud. I just might not explore and do the additional battles. I might just go straight for the objectives to kind of cut down on time. So we'll do this one. But first, leveling up. Let's see, who do I want to level up? I think Leonardus is 1, because I want him to get access to overcharged cognition. And it costs 700 points, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Actually, I can get him it right now. It's just going to cost a lot of cognition, isn't it? Or Blackstone, rather. Blackstone after upgrade 357, so I should have enough for what I want. I just can't make use of these augment points is the problem. I have 4 unspent augment points, and unless I want to forsake my traveler trait, I can't really throw any extra components in. Yeah, I don't know if I can reduce awakening, but it'll help to save time at least, so let's do this one. Because now I have a ton of cognition to benefit off of. Although, look at how expensive this thing is. I don't need to tell you who's going to be deploying this thing for me. Now, with that said, I'm probably going to be spending a lot of effort buffing them. So, do I go with 3 Vanguards or not? Because I almost want to say the Ranger can defend himself or protect himself pretty well with these abilities. And it's pretty costly doubling up on one of these guys. Level 2 armor pieces, yeah, 2 augment points, because right now my Travelers and Mechanicus currently is not having an issue because he has 2 ranged weapons, but because they're fixated on all ranged weapons or all melee weapons, they have augment points I can't really spend right now, so having higher tier of armor might not be ridiculous, since all they do would increase my hit points by 1 or increase in rare cases increase my armor by 1, which isn't very significant, but the armor could be good over time. I'll throw in a 3rd Vanguard just to keep it simple. Magos, urgent news. A body of Skitarii have become pinned down in the tomb of Akrelek. They are holding a defensive position, but the Necrons are sending waves of warforms at them. Strategic protocol, all been followed. How was this permitted to happen? The awakenings in the tomb have sped up. Whatever is driving the Necrons to wake up, it's exhilarating. Our units were caught out and cut off from the route back to the tomb entrance. Then the reanimation protocols are accelerating. I return mild shame and self-censure that this was not taken into account. Mission directives must change accordingly. The encircled troops will be delivered if they can hold position. We are coming to save you guys. And we're going back to Akrelek territory. After nearly clearing it out and killing their Void Admiral. Conditions in the Tomb of Akrelek are getting worse. If we knew what was causing the Necrons to wake up, there's a chance we could slow it down or even stop it. As it is, for every one we kill, 2 more seem to clamber out of the sarcophagi. There is a finite number of Necron subdomina. Such talk is hyperbolic and anti-illogical. We have a finite number of Skitarii too. If it comes down to attrition, we'll run out first. Hence the decision to risk tech priests in rescuing these trapped Skitarii. The Necron would not do such a thing for their own. We will. Well, that's very thoughtful of us. Let's have fun with our war bots, shall we? And I think, unless I have a ridiculous amount of awakening, I'm just going to go straight through. I think is what I'll do. And at least that's the initial plan. And we got glyphs. I like glyphs. What do we get? I can't reckon. You repair health. I forget what you do. I never tried you yet, and I haven't tried you, but all I know is none of you are STC plans, so I'm not going to worry about it. For cognition, good start. Grab some more glyphs, I guess. Alright, initiative. I believe you're Blackstone. I can't remember. Or no, you're a different icon altogether. This axe I believe was good too, but I think I'll go with initiative. There, on to the next one. And I could just go to this battle from right here to save on maybe a little bit of time. Let's see what we can do with our robot. Okay, I also recognize this mission layout. It just has a lot more Necron in it. But again, I have initiative. I have the freedom to obliterate, hopefully these 3, and a death mark too. So Leonard's goes first. That is like the best thing I could ask for. He can just max out my cognition immediately. How do I want to approach this? Because the spider isn't really going to do much on its own. And these guys have a lot of health. So I think Melior's deal with... Actually, Minarius might be able to get a nice flanking shot here. Oriokis, I want to believe you can kill this Lich Guard by yourself. I want to put that faith in you, but when do you go? That's a lot of faith to put in you since you're going last. Unless the Vanguards can help out. So I can only deploy 2 Vanguards with that said. And where are my remains? So Tot, you're here. Leonardus, I think I want you to kill Deathmark. You might be a good way to go about doing that. And then I could plan ahead with this Lich Guard, since you're going to reveal him for me. And Oriokis, you are free to do whatever the hell you want, I guess. Alright, we have cognition. Let's identify it first and work from there. Alright, terminal there. Is there any more? No, just the one. Alright, so you're gonna be a pain in the ass. I need, like, energy weapons to kill you. Either that or guaranteed critical hits on Warhammer. Because I would have loved to do an opportunity attack on you, but it might not work. And all my cognition sources are basically 1 point. So, can I kill this death mark right now? Yes, I can. Goodbye. Get my 2 cognition back, please. And sadly, I'm gonna have to burn more cognition to get you in there. And hopefully you can do some notable damage with your buff. Menares, you have an amazing potential of a shot here. And then Tot can recharge my cognition. Alright. I like this option. I like the possibility here. I will save cognition freedom, I think. Since the more cognition, the less cognition I have in reserve, the better for Top's turn. So, buff up even further. Nope, there's a swap. I'm kind of okay with that. Especially when it's a critical hit. Now, with that said, let's actually see what we're dealing with here. He is kind of screwed over though. If I put just one melee there, he can't really do anything. So I don't think it's too difficult to deal with him now. Alright, so I get cognition. I can use that to literally sprint up there. And I would like to identify you too. Oh wait, I already did, stupid me. What I was probably referring to is identify you, and you nearly died. You have poor life choices, and it's gonna cost you dearly. Hell, I don't even need to use my overcharged cognition anymore, do I? So that immortal is yet to go. Actually, I could just keep it from acting altogether. Alright. You have a really terrible positioning, I'm not gonna lie right now. So you're just pinned in there right now. You won't do anything this turn. And I could have filled up I could have overcharged my cognition there, to be honest. Since I spent everything. But I still got plenty to work with. Now, Warhammer, I want you dealing with them. Which means these 2 vanguards are meant to deal with this immortal for me. With one, with Leonardus, well, Leonardus already went down, never mind. They might be able to do enough. Yeah, Jeremiah could just block it, worst case. Alright, Jeremiah. The moment we've been waiting for, everyone. Hopefully, we can figure out how to best make use of this guy. I think I'd rather put him in the middle so that way he can maneuver a bit. But here might be better because he might flame that corpse. Insulted immensely at that. So buff him up. I try and get close. How close do I need to get? I might have to burn a little bit of cognition to give it the guaranteed critical hit. Nope, I can buff it now. Actually, I'm curious. Command fire. Well, the vanguards could shoot them. I'm not quite close enough. I'm just curious again, kind of like before, if the AoE actually would take effect. Probably not, but let's see it, since I have cognition to burn a bit. Oh, they're both getting to attack it. Alright, perfect. And I have one space off, damn it. It's only a flamethrower. It doesn't look as exciting as the, what is it, the torsion cannon, but it's still got a lot of potential left to it still. Oh yeah, I could have buffed it again for another guaranteed critical hit, silly me. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but we got more buffs. Alright. Mechanicus, you have a big job ahead of you. Because I don't know if you can do what I have in mind for you. With that 7 physical armor, for crying out loud. Which makes me want to burn a canticle already. 75% critical hit chance. Let's give it a try, I guess. Alright. Not quite halfway there, but it's a good amount. 9 damage. Alright, I'll take that. And I still have plenty of attacks left over. Oh my god, it has 4 health left. I was worried for nothing, I guess. It still needs to get through the armor, though. If it's going to do anything at all. Thank you, Mechanicus. Our fate has not been misplaced. Nice, easy 2-shot there. Now, what are you all about? Sadly, you can't shoot behind walls, so I'm learning. We can give him extra armor, but I'm guaranteed to do minimum damage for a round. So first impression is I do my attacks first, and then use this. Although I suspect this might roll over the next turn. And we get a melee attack that also triggers an opportunity attack. So technically this thing gets to attack twice, which changes the perspective on the flamethrower a little bit. I don't think we can stack the burn, can we? Are we actually able to stack up the burn result? It might be dead before we even get there. Pile... yeah, no, it's not a pile driver. I don't know what you call that move, but it still hurt. I shouldn't need armor, this thing might be dead. Especially if I get a vanguard to help kill it. Especially... come on, die, die. Well, who am I kidding? It's dead no matter what. It can't move without prompting an opportunity attack. So sadly, this thing might die before I get to see the opportunity attack. Or even the fire, the burning even. Yep, it's dead, sadly. But it's still doing its job. And look at him scurry away, huh? You just sit over there, you cursed thing, and do your stuff. Alright. So that immortal gets to go now. Oh no, that was the one that's stuck there. That's just finishing his turn because he can't go anywhere. Let me grab the cognition, I suppose. Actually, I have a better idea, maybe. Depending how this plays out. I have cognition overcharge after all. So 17 health, fill the cognition. Murder this thing indiscriminately. We'll taunt, give it armor, and then grab the cognition for me. I did burn 1 point of cognition sadly there, but how to best do this? I think Minari's just helps in killing both these things right now. Hopefully I can position myself properly. Now I gotta get a lot closer to hit both of them. Which thankfully I got a lot of room to do. A lot of cognition to do anyway. Now kill them both for me, please. Thank you. Now imagine if Minari's could kill analytics and when he kills multiple targets. And basically refunds his atomizer. That would be pretty nice. And I want to kill this terminal. I'm probably going to anyway. Actually, Jeremiah can do that, right? Since he's just going to kill this one immortal when it runs away. Probably could have buffed up my damage a bit. That was a bit of a mistake. Now, you can't get up. You can't get a shot on the immortal. That is what I like to see. Hit it hard. It has no armor to kind of block these shots. Perfect. Goodbye. Well, I'll see you on the bottom of the crypt there. It might take a while till I walk down there normally, though. Now with that out of the way... Eradication gun? Or was it? Yeah, eradication ray. Should I use that? Because I want cognition. I want to preserve my cognition anyway. And sadly that's not quite enough damage though either. This thing is about to die. How do I best do this? Well, I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cognition. So I'll get my cognition back at least, I suppose, but... yeah, I probably deserve that hit. I can repair though. Not a big deal. I gotta be careful I don't hit my own friendlies though with this shot. Thankfully, the wall is actually conveniently blocking. There. Now let's finish this off. This Vanguard can easily kill him, so I could save my cognition on Warhammer. And sadly, you're not going to be able to go very far. So we get to enjoy more smashing. More smashing. And how much movement do you have? You have a lot of movement. Now, let's be careful we don't hit our own troops here. What happens if you're overcharged? +3 damage. Okay, that's... wow. Am I seeing this right? I can't actually hit the Immortal. Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay. Let's try from a new angle. Okay, that works. Took a little bit of playing around with, but we got there eventually. Alright. We're not maxed out, but we got 6 cognition, which is still good. Information on tomb structure, greater than other mission priorities. Request ×3, gather intelligence, examine structural techniques, confirm hypothesis. Human lives equal expendable. A vicious skirmish has left the chamber ahead riddled with gunfire and half collapsed pillars, I assume. The danger of future further collapse is undeniably present, but so is the chance to acquire resources or intelligence normally concealed within the tarnished walls of the Tomb of Acrolek. So, I say we reinforce it. It gives them initiative, though. The cohort improvises supports from the debris and wreckage, propping up the sagging ceiling before traversing the chamber. Though they are slowed down, the chamber proves stable enough for them to make it through unharmed. On to the next battle. We're still doing good on time, which is what a short boss battle will do for you, I suppose. What do we have next? Oh, our new adversary. These Xenos forms are truly vile. They take such grotesque shapes. Thus, plus observe, plus admire, plus wonder, plus discover. So I recognize you. You are a completely different wraith than in Dawn of War, though. I will say that much. So Lichguard, Immortal, and they all have initiative. That's the scary thing. Keep that in mind when I'm deploying this way. So Leonardus thankfully gets to go first. Again, I'm curious on what determines the initiative to work as it does. But it works out. And just get 3 Vanguard, just for the hell of it. Alright. So you're going to take your shot. Thankfully it's on the one I want you to shoot at. Now stay grouped together for a little bit of flamethrower, because I plan on sending that to you soon. Dick. I don't need those I don't need that cognition anymore, but still you're a dick. What damage did we just take? Apparently no damage, thankfully. Uh-oh. Okay, I was worried it was attacking us there first. I honestly thought it was attacking us. Now, gotta be careful about this. The Lich Guard are just gonna walk up to me, or attack me if I attack them. Oh. So that's what you do, huh? I can have no clue what you could do, but I could still get cognition off you. That was not intended to rhyme, but it did anyway. Alright, so until we deal with these Lich Guard, just back the hell up, I think. And taunt and shield yourself for good measure. Alright. So, do I use Canticles for this or not? It is tempting, especially with that one there that has no energy armor. You, however, do have energy armor, which I don't like. Tout is going next, so that's going to help a ton for regenerating my cognition here. So how many can I hit here? This, if I can hit 4 or 5 of them, it might be worth a canticle. Interesting, I'm having a hard time hitting you all, but okay. I don't really want to hit both these Lich Guard because that might be painful. But I hit 4 of them here, so that's worth charging this up. So let's boost the damage up, shall we? At least burn 1 canticle. I don't think actually, if I use cognition frame here, I'll be 1 cognition short to fire my Culverins, so never mind. So this will be a good shot. Murder everything for me. Alright, 3 of them are dead. I'll take it. I will happily take it. Oh, actually, because I quickly hit, I could fire again. So I might as well do it, because after all... Damn it! Well, that sucks. I know what to do anyway. I can get cognition here, but still, damn it. That is annoying. After being spoiled on the atomizer, we have to deal with the limitations of this gun. Like right now, dang it. Now I cannot shoot anymore even though I had an opportunity there. So much for that. Let's back off then. So Tout, I know what I want to do with you. Give me more cognition. Kill this Wraith maybe. Because it's got a lot of health to it, apparently. And it is still going. Now, do I back up or not? Actually, I think I can leave it there and maybe an opportunity attack might present itself with what I have in mind. Only thing I didn't do was check to see about this immortal, because I don't want to shoot you too carelessly. I like you where you're at currently with the Lich Guard. Alright, there's 2 more vanguards where that came from, so I hope you can handle all these shots. It's not going to be pretty. Especially when it's a critical hit like that. Alright, hopefully you're close to death right now. Jeremiah, I know what I'm doing with you. Drop the robot in. Buff it up. And hopefully it can do some good damage here. Although, who am I kidding? We had difficulty hitting all of them before. So it might not be a good idea to try and hit him with a flamethrower. You know, this is what I want to do right now. I have a dream where this Lich Guard dies immediately. And hopefully it won't prompt it moving. It just hopefully will just die. Especially with guaranteed critical hit, keep in mind. Perfect. I don't have to worry about you. Now we'll buff you up again. Because I am... At least it's a good way to double buff the same troop, so... I have that going for me. Now, how much cognition do I want to burn on Jeremiah? Because I can't reveal him apparently, so let's reveal this fella. He had a lot of physical armor, but the critical hit helped. Oriokis, I know what to do with you. And I think I want you to go after that Lich Guard. Don't think you can do the damage I want. But you can still soften him up maybe and give an opportunity attack for everyone else. Okay, first hit's a critical. That's a good start. Alright, next. One more time with feeling. Ah, he survived. And he's not moving, I'm realizing, because he can't get to me. The path is blocked. Now it's time for the real fun, folks. I don't think I want to hit myself. And it's not possible to hit the Immortal, but this is a good shot. I'm taking this shot. Guaranteed critical hit at that. Very nice. Sadly, he is kind of wedged in there, so he's... In fact, he's actually blocking for my Tech Priest, so I may want to back him up. Just don't break the bridge, please. I know there's a lot of weight to that thing. Can we kill you? Almost. One more shot. There we go. Now you're all that's left. Sadly, we did not complete in a single turn, but there are still terminals around somewhere, right? So it's probably worth it I didn't murder everything too quickly. Yeah, I would not have gotten the terminal. And I can easily get that cognition, I'm not worried. Leonardus is going to give me a bunch of cognition. And yeah, both Tout and Leonardus are going to just fill me with cognition. I don't need to be worried. I'm not worried in the slightest. And if this thing runs away from me, then opportunity attacks will just kill him. Now, kill analytics. Give me that cognition back. Or dead analytics, I suppose. I'll let Tot take the shot. Actually, is it possible you can at least hit him? You can, but you probably would kill it, knowing my luck, so I'll wait. Give me the cognition, max us out. Let's get ready to get out of here. Because this warbot kind of is fun. It's not... It's a presence. It's much more intimidating than the Battle Servitor, but damn. Once we figure out the Battle Servitor, that thing was a beast. Not quite dead, sadly. I forgot to buff up my attack, which even then would not have killed it. So can the Vanguard actually hit that? I can easily kill him though. It's not possible for me to shoot him though. So sadly, I'm not going to get to max out my cognition, because I was kind of really hoping it would try and run away. Sadly, it wasn't meant to be. And can't quite hit you at all. In fact, I don't see you, period. So that's a little inconvenient, but at least Jeremiah can give me cognition back. I'm just not going to be maxed out, I think. It's the only downside of this. Alright, now, go away. We saw your big brother. We have no idea what he exactly does yet, aside from being a lot more durable. Now, let's see, a cache of ammunition and supplies lie in a side chamber, and evidently left by the Skitarii as they were forced back in the face of the Necron attacks. They could be valuable if recovered. Yeah, let me recover. Hopefully I get STC out of it. For the cohort's own use. Take it for the Skitarii, actually. Let's do that. Probably not a good idea, I suppose, but it works. The cohort attempts to take the whole cache with them to resupply Skitarii. Lugging the ammo boxes and supply crates slows them down, but they know they are giving their fellow sons of Mars the best possible chance of survival. So, I think what I want to do is fight this battle, since I'm doing well on time still, and then make my way to this final objective. I think you're bad. I don't know about you. I recognize the face, but it could still be bad. Or cognition, never mind. You're good. I just can't do anything with you. Alright, extra Necron in battle. Let's get this done. And see what's involved here. This probably will be a smaller battle, with that said, but a couple of Praetorians and a Cryptek. And a Wraith. And they also have initiative. Keep that in mind, because we have a wall here. They should all be out of range, except for the Praetorians. Alright, Minaris, take point. Jeremiah, you're second in command, or at least second in position. Alright, 3 vanguards. And I could quite literally drop the robot right away, but that's a bit of a waste of resources when I can drop it down instantly anywhere I wish. Sadly, he gets a shot still. Hopefully I can just repair that with 4... Oh, Death Mark's gonna shoot him. I didn't realize there was a Death Mark. Thankfully, he shot someone else. Perfect. Idiot. You're supposed to be a You're supposed to be a sharpshooter. You're supposed to be a marksman. Oh, they're gonna kill him though. Sadly. Oh, it might survive this one attack. It's probably not gonna survive 2 though. If there's another Praetorian around. Dick. Alright, now it's my turn. I have armor, I have means to take these hits. And I might as well burn my spotlight to help absorb this shot. Okay, damage absorbed, perfect. Yeah, the Wraiths can be annoying, I guess. They seem to have a good amount of health, but I don't know how much damage I've been doing to them at the same time. Now, Oh, here comes the swap. I'm fine with that. Because we get to see what your health is at the same time. Let's see, I can grab cognition. There's no cognition to be had, though. Everyone moved already, so let me just burn this cognition for my movement first. And hell, there's cognition right here even. So I don't even need to use the overdrive yet. I just gotta be careful about possible damage we're gonna take here. But at least Leonardus is taunting right now, so he should be okay. No matter what they throw at him. Menarius, you can get a good shot here. I'm probably gonna do that. And what about the plasma culverin? I can't use that, so I think it's time to switch weapons, because even the eradication ray has a much better time aiming. As much as I would like the armor piercing of that thing. Now, what else do I want to do? Not really a lot extra I can do, unless... Now, this is the hard part. Can I hit all three of them? Yes, I can. So, time to go all out on this. And that gives me one cognition left over to spend. And can't really buff any further. So we'll leave it at that and see what we do. Now that is a good shot. Might as well see how close you are to death. Good God. I just need to use a Servitor on you or Servo Skull and you're dead. Well, that was nice and convenient. So sadly the Battle Servitor or the Warbot's not up yet. And I kind of want to get cognition. Only downside with Touts going now. So I'll buff up a Vanguard instead. Who do I want to attack? Immortal's probably just... Immoral probably will just die to their opportunity attack, so I'm fine with it. Give me my cognition, please. And prepare for the next turn. Perfect. And sadly, there's not much point to go up to the Praetorian. Unless I want to taunt them. Yeah, just get to the side. For now, at least. And we'll worry about just spotlighting everything later. Vanguard. Deal with this Fargar. Thank you. That was a nice, efficient way to get rid of him. Can I get the Cryptek? Oh, I know why. Because you think I can't shoot, you stupid game. How little you know. Alright, get rid of the Cryptek before he does anything annoying. Perfect. The critical hits are really nice to have. And now I think the rest of the firepower is going to be on this Wraith to try and kill it quickly. I have no idea what armor it has or how much health, but I want to try and kill it before it does anything. Critical hits are a nice welcome way to deal with them. Wariokus. Oh no, that's Jeremiah. Well, I know what Jeremiah's doing. Where can we get the best warbot placement? Because I don't want to destroy that terminal yet. Oh, I think I know where I want to put him. Just murder this death mark. If that's such a thing as possible. I can command fire and kill the Wraith. So, just walk in there and be a roadblock, maybe. Now we'll buff you up. Out of range, so we'll buff you up in a moment. And let me make sure I save some movement in case this doesn't work. Command fire. 2 targets can hit him. Sadly, the robot can't, but that is a little ridiculous on the damage. So I might as well fire on this and try and kill it. There, it's dead. That was easier than I thought. Now, buff the robot, please. Now Jeremiah has found his calling with all these new units that he can kind of enhance and benefit with. Now, which vanguard's yet to go? The one that needs healing the most. So I think I'm gonna patch you up with that said. Alright, repair. Maybe do a distant prayer to help in that matter too. So no more Praetorians can try and prey on you. Oriochus, I don't know what you can shoot at next. Well, never mind, I know what you want to shoot at. We got Lich Guards here. And you are well equipped to deal with them. Alright. Buff up our robot, if you would please. And now obliterate this Lich Guard. Halfway there. Now, do it one more time. No, don't run away. I have big plans for you that basically involve your death and your horrible demise. Get back here. He's still alive, dang it. He must be a 1 hit point or something. Which is fine by me. Now I'm just curious. I would love to obliterate. Yeah, 12 to 17 damage. I would love to obliterate that death mark before he becomes an annoyance. I don't think it's possible to hit them both from here, though. And what's currently buffing me? My next attack, so... yeah, I could take the hit. Hell, I'm fine with doing minimum damage, but... I think it does almost no damage to me anyway, honestly. Yeah, let me focus on the death mark. I can heal up easily enough, I'm sure. I don't think it's possible I can hit both of them, though. Nope. Try as I might. There, he's gone. Easily dealt with. Now just punch this bugger. Punch him like you mean it. And now you take a point of acid damage. Alright, Vanguard. There's no point shooting this Immortal because that Immortal's dead no matter what. So plan, grab the terminal, kill them, and we're done here. Nice and simple. And ideally heal my robot if I can get away with it. So Leonardus, you're the perfect guy to go up there, I think. Minarius gets to go next, so need to be mindful of that, because I'm going to burn a lot of cognition with his attack. Alright. I'm pretty certain this thing is going to die, but with Leonard's there, that basically guarantees he shouldn't live. Yeah, he has literally 1 hit point, you bugger. I kind of figured that much. Alright, Minarius. You got an amazing shot here. I want you to take it. And Cognition Freedom is going to help refund this. And Tout gets to go next, so I shouldn't have to worry about the Praetorian living. Alright, finish him off, Tout. We're gonna basically get our cognition back when you kill him. Do us proud. Reduce the awakening by 5, ideally. Is what I would like from this battle. Perfect, perfect. Only 4, sadly. So all life forms were purged. The damage on the warbot was repaired, so I couldn't ask for much better. So I'm gonna ignore the glyph. Let's just try and minimize and look for the possibility of another 0 awakening mission. So that way we can keep going and ideally unlock everything before we complete this campaign. Complete this playthrough of this game. What do we get though? Rescue the trapped Skitarii. And most of them go first. So I think just because of this layout, I just want to have everyone hang back. Let them come to me and then obliterate them in terrible fashion. So in essence, I'm basically giving them initiative, aren't I? Am I not? Because they don't know how to take advantage of it. Alright. Deathmark is annoying, but I don't think he's in a good spot anyway. Everyone come on up. Just delay my entire turn. The Wraith did absolutely nothing. They have too many big critters in the way that they're blocking each other's path. Now, I'm just going to continue delaying my turn so that way Leonardus goes first. Exception might be Jeremiah because I want to drop down the robot. We'll see, because this is a good AoE attack here. I'm just not going to get to buff up my my character very much, or buff up my robot. So where do you go? Okay, so you're kind of a shortcut. Sadly, I can't go anywhere. 2 damage, I'm fine with that. I may want to just keep going because my Mechadenrite's going to recharge my cognition if I want to use it. And that is... Actually, I'll still have 1 cognition left if I shoot him. So I might as well do it. Sadly, he has armor for it. And this might be as good as I could probably ask. Because now I'm in range to buff maybe my robot. Now unfortunately they are going to be really angry and want to attack me if I attack them. So how do I best do this? I think really I just worry about the ones that won't get angry when I activate or attack them. Or at least have them, their path being blocked pretty well. Downside is I can't buff them as much as I want. So I think maybe go here, outside the opportunity attack, and see if I could still buff them. Because I know I could buff with the Servo Skull, but is it possible? Unless I burn my cognition and walk over, which probably is not a good idea. Yeah, well, I was hoping to buff up his attack. We'll have to save that for another time. Mechanicus. Oh no, that's Mechanicus. I'm saving you, but I would love to buff... I would love to buff you up. Because you can't get a shot because of Jeremiah's position anyway. I would love to hit all three of them. I would love to hit all of them, damn it. Because this is an amazing shot, but it's going to make them all very angry at the robot. In all honesty, it's not a good idea of how these guys work. And that Death Mark might survive too. So gotta be careful of that. Well, Death Mark's down, that's good. Now, how do I continue? Deal with the Wraith in head-on-head or one-on-one combat. Whack it. The battle of the Titans is now upon us. Yeah, I figured as much I could do melee. I can use it in melee range. I just didn't want to prompt an opportunity attack in case that was a bad angle. Because if I placed it here and I couldn't get the attack I would like, then I would have to walk away to get a better position first. That was the idea. Because I think I actually had when I first used the robot, it was already in melee range when I obliterate that one immortal with it. Yeah. The vanguards can wait. Let's get ourselves some cognition. Grab the terminal. Might as well get started with that. Max out said cognition. Burn it all on Mechanicus. Then do it again. Alright, dead analytics. No, dead analytics would trigger before I spend the cognition. Never mind. So I'm not getting that cognition back. Now, is there another terminal I can destroy? One over there. So it's I possibly have 2 turns to finish this mission with Zero Awakening. So we need to be efficient. We need to be effective. And I kind of want to buff the power field, since I know it'll probably roll over next turn. At least I want to try it. Mechanicus is going to burn a lot of cognition for this move. Because this is a really good shot I'm looking at. So before I do that, let's have a look. Sadly, I don't hit everyone as much as I would like to. But it's still a good shot regardless. And this is the opportunity to use it. So what does the Machine Spirit do again? 3 extra damage. So let's burn everything. This is the final battle after all, so why the hell not? I would like to shoot them with this, but they're gonna move is the problem. The Lich Guards are anyway. And never mind the fact that I don't think I would have the cognition anyway to fire both. Not anymore. Alright, cognition freedom, safety is off. Let's make these guys their day miserable. It was nice knowing you all. So 1 Lich Guard down, another one near death, and I'm pretty certain this won't trigger your melee attack, but good god, the energy armor he had on that thing. I don't think I got a critical hit on you, which would have been amazing. So Vanguards, they sadly are not going to get to shoot much because Jeremiah's in a bad spot. But I do want to kill this Lich Guard. I don't know why my movement's being a pain, but okay. There, that's more like it. I was wondering what was happening. So I can get a bunch of cognition back, so let's burn it. Get it back up in the process. And get ready to murder this Immortal, as well as this Lich Guard. Now, if anyone could shoot this Lich Guard, that might help a ton with my Vanguards. Because sadly, they can't do anything, is the problem. They can't even get on the elevator to try and shortcut the... Oh, there was one right here they could have gone on. Never mind. Help speeds them up a tiny bit more. Mechanicus, you are the bane of all Lich Guard. The tyrant of the Necrons. You are ready to claim another victim. And you have the cognition for it even. And Leonard's can max me back out nicely. And I expect this battle to be over shortly afterwards. So feel free to obliterate him. One more time. I gotta remember there's another terminal to destroy, so let's not get too carried away. The idea here is to end this at 0 awakening. And we're finally gonna get to see what this Wraith does. Unfortunately. I don't really want to know what it does, but we're gonna find out. And Mechanicus, just repair yourself. Alright, I guess all the Vanguard can do is just shoot the corpse, although the plan again was to put it on the elevator, damn it. The platform. Alright. And not only that, it's a really specific design to these platforms too, which is interesting. Alright, scan. Destroy this. Keep an eye on the fact that the Wraith's about to move. In fact, I should just taunt this. Oh, really? So, It is still possible to end the Sincere Awakening, isn't it? Yep. Even after it's all said and done, I still have another turn. Let me at least get cognition first. Yeah, apparently it's terrible design Tetris pieces at that too, dang it, Al. How are you going to get a row of this type of design? Maybe it's some kind of advanced Tetris that increases your IQ even further. That's the only justification I can have for it. I think I prefer more simpler blocks. It makes it a lot more fast-paced. Because would you honestly expect this to work in Tetris 99? These type of shapes? I seriously doubt it. 3 points of damage, so you're not scary. Yes, run away. Let me bash you some more. Now, the idea is to get everyone to the evac. We'll worry about the Wraith another time, but for the sake of minimizing the Blackstone, let's at least repair. Since I have the cognition to kind of afford it. Alright. Now, Tout, you have cognition overcharge. So hell, I could waste my time just killing this thing, although I did forget about you, didn't I? I'm getting a little carried away, because the Immortal's going to do some hits now. At least it's one where Jeremiah can actually repair. So I'm not too worried regardless what it attacks. I'm just being sloppy at this point though. Oh well, we're done either way. I just gotta heal whoever gets damaged by the Immortal. Perfect. I can repair you easily. Can Oriokus even repair you? Yep, Oriokus can repair that, no problem. Now, finally that you can get some shots in, obliterate this Immortal. One more time. Good, good. And you guys, the rest of these guys are gonna obliterate this Wraith. Just for the sake of completionism. Of being a completionist, I suppose. And because they have nothing better to do. They're kind of bored right now. We are playing like a supposedly normal, normal difficulty mission after all. Yep, you can highlight messages because from what I understand, the more time you spend watching a channel, you get to redeem a bunch of points that allow you to do several different things. Although I haven't done it at all myself. So the more you're watching, and even more so, the more active you are, you can there's a little chest that appears every now and then underneath the chat box, which allows you to get extra points that you can use for redeeming. And apparently you can also modify emotes as well. Although, I will be honest, I don't have any emotes on this channel yet. So you can't quite do that on my end. Although I seriously should do an emote. The honest question is, what kind of emote would it be? Because normally the first few emotes would be something related to the YouTuber or the channel per se. I don't even know what identities or how I'm even viewed as a commentator. Probably something Armada 2 related if I were to be serious. Well, yeah, you just get points over time. I don't know about typing, but it seems like every minute, if you're watching the chat, a little chest appears, and when you click on it, you get additional points. I don't honestly remember if typing, or I wasn't paying attention rather, if typing down on messages would, or at least typing messages would give you points as well. That I did not pay that much attention to. Yeah, Oreo, because I kind of want to... Let's see. I want you to repair, I just realized. So now you have 1 point, so... For the sake of getting Blackstone back, I'm just going to have you heal yourself, I guess. We are done. I gotta say, the robot is kind of interesting. I like the potential. Although with the buffs and how ridiculous the Battle Servitor can be, that it can do a lot of work. The Battle Servitor is probably a lot more trickier to use though. But with guaranteed critical hits, their AoE attacks are amazing. They need spiritual guidance. Canticles of Jehesmanot, line 87. Let the weaker in mind follow the words of the strong. I would suggest giving our men some more practical assistance, Magos, before the red blasts start flying. A ragged band of Skitarii are holding on to this location, already badly mauled by repeated Necron attacks. They look to the newly arrived cohort for leadership. Inspirational speech. We're all about prayers, but let's give them inspirational speech, I guess. I lose cognition. That's not a problem. We're done here. Oops, I did skip through that though. Yeah, the Kastelan seems like it might be a tank. Although, the sad truth is my tech priests are better tanks because of their armor and the ability to, with their spotlight, to even have more they get even more armor, for crying out loud. The waves of Necrons finally ebbs in intensity as the reserve of Necron warriors are temporarily exhausted. The cohort and the Skitarii unit take the chance to leave their entrenched position and make their way to the tomb entrance. We are done. We brought them out of there, Magos. The rest of the Skitarii will learn the tech priests will be there for them if they need help. The Skitarii possess this knowledge already. The Skitarii on the front line ever see a tech priest in the field. Some of them resent the fact they're fighting while the tech priests can pick and choose their missions. It might not be accurate, but that's how the soldiers think. When such matters of psychology can be placed under conscience control by augmentations such as mine, they can become a strength instead of a weakness. Advancement to this stage should be a priority for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah, I'm really eager to see what the Warbot, or the Robot, and the Battle Servitor are at higher levels, which we did just unlock a level 2 Battle Servitor now, which is nice. Well, until that happens, wherever you do to remind the Skitarii we're all on the same side makes my task a lot easier. My throat's starting to die on me or get really irritated, which makes me paranoid for the possible cold I might be getting in the next few days. But just to let you know, Al, I have another Battlefleet Gothic recorded. I'm gonna do the encoding after the stream, as well as while I'm getting the food, and hopefully it'll be up later tonight. It is just me playing with my Imperial Navy fleet though, but just between you and me and anyone else who actually watched this far on my in the YouTube version of this, or the YouTube video of this, I am thinking of maybe committing a couple of videos towards getting my legendary rank finally with the Imperial Navy, since I am getting close to that ranking now. Just to help mix it up a bit with the post-battle commentary, as I did before with Agiani and the Imperial Navy. So maybe look forward to that. And we get our 6th tech priest, our final tech priest there, which is kind of nice too. And there are no more missions for Kepra, surprisingly. which is kind of unfortunate because I want to level up my guys some more, or the Battle Servitor in them some more. Yes, it is the Lance. It is the Lance fleet. You are correct in that. There is. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go with the 3 battles. I recorded a 4th one against Chaos, but that was a steamroll. 3 despoilers, which seems normal with what you see with most Chaos fleets, but that was a steamroll. So I'm probably not gonna put that in the video though. Ooh. So what happened on the level up is I think it got an additional hit point, additional armor, and now the machine spirit enhances the damage even further than it was before, which can work pretty well with my canticles that I have. But with that said, my throat is getting really irritated, so I want to stop now and get ready for some food. I have a video to encode, and I'm really hoping, since I might not be too busy tomorrow, on doing another stream, continuing where we left off, try and rapid fire through, getting the rest of these upgrades. And with that said, I do have a tech priest, but I don't know what I want to do with him yet, if I were to be honest. So I'm going to think on that, what kind of build I want to do for him first. Otherwise, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully I can get that extra stream in, because we should rapidly unlock the rest of these components pretty quickly, since I basically get like 2 of them every mission, if it's not like a troop level up, that is. So everyone, have a good day, have a good night. I will hopefully see you soon.